Let's go. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Boomslang here. Welcome to the channel, to the garage, right? And we got more boxes to go through, as you can see right here behind me. There's still a whole big stack we got to go through. Can't go by what's written on the boxes because, well, we just don't know if it's correct or not. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Now, I've been having issues with my camera setup for some reason. So the Insta360, the AI has taken over complete control over my laptop now. And when I go to switch cameras, like I used to, orientation settings are disabled while live. Okay, well, whatever. And I go to camera mode, and I want to switch to my webcam. It doesn't do it. See, I switched it. Now it's set on. It goes right back to the Insta360. So, yeah. So not sure what's up with that. You know, they want a mirror. But anyway, what are layouts? Crop layout, group layout. And I guess I get all the layouts. Crop solo layout to show background images. What is that? I don't know. What is it? Well, there we go. So now we see what it is. Layouts. I don't know. Don't know if I like the crop layout. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Anywho, let's get back to it, shall we? Back to StreamYards. Okay. So that's kind of what we're stuck with now. So it is what it is. Got my drink of choice here, which is good. We'll set it there. And I'm going to pull a box off of here. Now, the problem is we really don't have a whole big sorting area. So let's get crack-a-lacking on that. Comments. That's where I need to go, right? Hello. Comments. Okay. Bangers are up media. Okay, style. People. Private chat. What are people? Oh. Okay, I don't know what that is, but back to comments. All right. No comments yet. There we go. I put a yo in there. So yeah, let's see about repositioning the camera here maybe a little bit. And now at least you can see the box and the camera. You get to see the back of my head. Yeehaw. And well, the cat's here to visit, by the way, if you saw her walk in. Shadow. This box is laid out with some newspaper. Now again, the person I bought the majority of this collection off of passed away in 2009. And so it's been untouched since 2009. I bought it maybe 3 years ago now. I have not gone through everything yet. And it's been 3 years. So Burlington County college student stabbed, dumped in the Midwest Highway. On page 2, read about that. She died trying to save grandson. Both killed in early morning house fire. What's the date on this paper? 5 people jumped to safety as flames destroyed this Ewing home. Page 3. And then, so this is third-seeded Navratilova falls in second round of U.S. Open, page 59. Giants concerned about spying. Ninth inning rally lifts Reds over the Mets. Baseball owners say, Faye Vincent, you're out. And this is Friday, September 4th, 1992. The Trentonian. Jimmy Connors wins on his 40th birthday. So those are some of the body ID'd as missing co-ed. So that's some of the news from 1992. Some of the headlines from 1992. We're just going to leave that in there because this one looks like it's a newer, but maybe not. Maybe just less sun exposure. Wednesday, May 3rd, 2009. There you go. So where that 1992 paper came from, I have no idea. And this is the Courier Times. Prisoner gets armed escort to hearing. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, this one's from 2009. And that would coincide with the former owner's untimely or whatever demise, passing. But what's in here? Now it said 2002 Stadium Club, but look, we got some Fleer Ultra from like 91 Fleer Ultra. Okay, well, where are the gold cards at? There's a Ricky Henderson there. Okay, well, any of the gold cards in here? Because in this set, that's about all that's worth anything. So yeah, 91 Fleer Ultra. Matter of fact, the cards are in backwards, but the things are backwards, I guess. 1991. This says 92 Fleer, some Fleer Ultra 92. Are there any like insert cards here? No, but they're Hall of Famers. There's Frank Thomas ×2. So what we're doing is we're also going through there. Hey, Joel Barry, what's up? Adams Card Closet. How you guys doing today? Happy Friday, right? I used to say that when I work too to everybody. Hey, happy Friday. Or happy hump day on Wednesday. So just sorting through some of these boxes that, are stacked up, like 5 feet tall, because that's about as tall as I am. And we're going to go through them. We're going to pick out, stuff that are like Hall of Famers and stuff like that. So, or Hall of Very Goods, like these 4 Gary Sheffields, 3 Robin Younts. And I know like the big sellers would be the insert cards. Here's a Kirby Puckett, has a 75-cent price tag on it from April of 1997. So there's the price tag on the back. How about 3 McGuires, 1 Griffey Jr. has $1.50 from November of 2000. So I know that's upside down and right side up, but yeah, it's right side up. Juan Gans, iRods, Robbie Alomars, Joe Carter, John Allrood. These are all guys that I pull out and I separate. I put them in their own boxes for possible later putting up in the store. Hey, Mike Yelnick. How you doing, Mike? Brandon, Florida. Well, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before, Mike. But welcome. Yeah, don't let the name of the channel fool you. Boomslang. Before I started doing these card videos years ago, I was doing gaming videos, and that was kind of one of the characters I used. Used like a Viper or Boomslang or Desert Viper, trying to be a snake, like scary kind of thing. Didn't work so well, but had fun playing games. I still do. I still do. So in between doing cards and like tomorrow, I've got 2 places I'm going to go. I'm going to head up to the Columbus Flea Market in the morning, Columbus, New Jersey, that is. And then after that, I'm going to head to Palmyra, New Jersey, because a friend of mine is having a yard sale. A guy I know, I consider him a friend. I know Ronnie, who sets up at the Columbus Flea Market, but I think he only does the Wednesday or Thursday show, whatever, the midweek thing that they have up there. And so I'm going to stop. He's having a yard sale at his house, so I'm going to go hit him up at his house. Tony Gwynn, Fred McGriff ×3, Will Clark ×2. Then we got other guys like the Royce Claytons. There's a Matt Williams, Alex Fernandez. And some other less known. I mean, Scott Brocious was really good for the Yankees back in the day. You got Dave Winfield ×4, Deion Sanders, Sammy Sosa ×2, Eddie Murray ×2. If any of you guys have any questions, just blurt it out. If any of you guys want to come on here and show some of your cards of what you got, I don't care, man. The whole idea when I also started doing cards was like, hey, I want to help other people get exposures too. So, help get their channel some exposure with my little channel. My channel's not big at all either. But, every little bit I think helps. And now I do a weekly collaboration. I'm looking at my bald head. Sorry about that, guys. But this stupid AI camera took over my and I'll zoom out. Ready? Can you zoom out more? That's it. That's all you're going to give me. There's a zoom in. All right, zoom out. Well, not much of a zoom, pal. And then this is how you tell it to stop following you. So now it should not be following me. And it still follows. All right, stop. Like this thing's got a mind of its own. And it only noticed like one of your hands. All right, so now it flashed. Now it's not going to follow me, which is good. So now I can manipulate it by hand to get it to kind of, you guys can see what's going on. Here's the box, and everything is in a penny sleeve in here, so that's pretty cool. But they're all penny sleeves, and after a while they just start to disintegrate, top on down. So we're just kind of, so again, this box said 2002 Stadium Club, but there's Fleer Ultras in here from 91. There's 95s. There's another. I haven't looked at many here, so let's see if there's any chippers in here, or see if this guy, because this guy was a reseller. There's Maddox, there's Bagwell's, Ozzie Smith, Tony Gwynn's, Donnie Mattingly, A-Rod. Here's 2, 3, 4 chippers from the 95 Fleer Ultra. So there are some chippers in here. By the way, Mike, how's the weather down there in Florida? Is it hot? I think my sister-in-law has a house down there, or a townhouse or something. Should go visit them. Here's some more. These are 96s. Yeah, so 96 Fleer Ultras. So instead of Stadium Club, and that's why they're crossed out, they're Fleer Ultras all the way up to 97. And into Ultra, I don't know what year these are, but let's see if we got a chipper here, since we got a chipper guy in the house. There's Junior, but he's on a checklist card. All right, Thomas on the checklist. Oh, look, there's actually has two insert cards here. They're both Jones, but it's Andrew Jones, not Chipper Jones. So, but at least there were some insert cards. That's a plus, right? Smoltz, Jeff Kent, Mo Rivera, Mariano, and Mariano's got a whole 30-cent price tag on him, and that's from February of 1998. So again, what I'm going to be doing is I'll be going through these boxes. I'm sure I'm kind of what I come across per box of you guys, but I'm going to have to go through these, and I'm going to pick out, you know, the ones that are going to go upstairs and possibly end up in my store, whether in a bulk lot or whatever. But Brian Jordan playing catcher, Biggio, Jim Edmonds, and the rest I'm gonna, I guess, probably have my own yard sales, and I'm gonna sell the boxes. You know, like so if I pay $8 for a 5,000 count box, that's what I should sell it for, right? It's usually around $1 per 1,000 cards, a little over $1.25 per 1,000 cards is the going like yard sale price. Trash. So that's what's in that. That is, and I don't have anything to mark this. I should get a marker and mark these. But that's all right. I'm going to set it right here. Oy. And let's grab another one. So again, if someone wants to join in, I'll throw the link up there if you want to hop on and share some of your cards. I don't care. It's a copy. And we'll go paste it right there. There we go. So it should be popping up soon. There it is. So this next box says 2003 Fleer traded. So 2003 Fleer traded. And it's not full, but it's two rows. It's got, well, that one's got a crease in it. So Jose Lima, goodbye. Definitely is Fleer. I guess it's kind of like the 63 design-ish. And who knows, it might be a complete set here. I don't know. But it's not a set that I'm going to be building. There are all-star cards in here, and I pulled right out, found an Ichiro right off the bat. So let's pull these out here. Let that go backwards. So we've got Jorge Posada. Six Jorge Posadas. Carlos Delgado. 5 Delgados. Alfonso Sorianos. A-Rod. Troy Glaus. Garrett Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Hideki Matsui. Or Godzilla. Here's the it's Fleer tradition, by the way. There's the Ichiro. First ballot Hall of Famer, for sure. Got 6 of them. Esteban Loaiza. Manny Ramirez. Roger Clemens. Roy Halladay. Jason Giambi. Edgar Martinez. You sell the 660 count boxes for $3 to $5 at my yard sales fairly well. Okay, cool. Yeah, but mine are just going to be all comments. They're not going to be, like I go through and I'm going to go through. I'm going to pick out like the Hall of Famers and the Hall of Very Gooders. The only ones that are going to be left is people that may get inducted later on. Maybe Edgar Martinez again. There's a bunch of Edgars. Brett Boone, Hank Blaylock, Nomar Garciaparra, Vernon Wells, Melvin Mora, Maglio Ordonez. So what do you guys think about that? And I didn't watch the All-Star game, but what did you think about that sudden death, home run off or whatever, slug off or whatever you want to call it? I don't know. I'd rather see them play a couple innings before they go to that. Not just, and I didn't watch a game, so I don't know if they went 10 or 11 innings and then said no, or they just went 9, and the new rule's a new rule, and we're going to do it this way. And how do they select who's going to do it? Do they select them ahead of time? Does the manager select them ahead of time? Who's going to be in the second home run derby? Commons and fittest semi-stars? Okay. Like mine's going to have rookies, and I don't focus on any kind of like, oh, this is his rookie card, because some people just got to have every rookie card. I don't need every rookie card. Javi Lopez, Todd Helton, Marcus Giles, Edgar Renteria, Scott Rowland, Barry Bonds, Albert Pujols, Gary Sheffield, Jim Edmonds, Jason Schmidt, Dontrell Willis, Kevin Brown, Woody Williams, Paul LaDuco. They have a lot of all-stars. Richie Sexton, Jose Vidro, Luis Castillo, Aaron Boone, Mike Lowell, Rafael Furcal. A lot of Braves on this team. Andrew Jones, Preston Wilson, Schmaltz, another Brave, Eric Gagne, Randy Wolf, Billy Wagner, Luis Gonzalez, Russ Ortiz, and that's it. So Chipper, either the card's not here or he wasn't playing at that time or whatever. Then they've got interleague play where they do matchups between two players. And then they have this tail of the tape. And they have, of all people, JD Drew doing the tail of the tape. Carlos Delgado, tail of the tape. Is anyone good doing the tail of the tape? Barry Bonds, of course. There's the Barry doing tail of the tape. Albert Pujols. Go Braves cards. Yeah, there's a lot of them on that All-Star team. Jim Thome, Sammy Sosa, tail of the tape. Alfonso Soriano, tail of the tape. Hideki Matsui. Michael Piazza with the Mets. Vladdy Daddy. And that's it. No Chipper there. Then we got some rookie cards like Rich Harden, Edwin Jackson, Josh Willingham, Matt Cotta, Jose Contreras, Chris Bootcheck, Javier Lopez, Khalil Green, Bo Hart, Bo Kemp, Bobby Hammock, Lou Ford. I feel like nobody that I even recognize the name of really, like, that actually stuck, except for like Rich Harden stuck, and maybe Dan Haran stuck, Brandon Webb maybe a little bit, Jeremy Bonderman maybe. That's it. So, yeah. So this box is what it says it is. I'll just move these over there and balance this box out maybe a little bit. Leave the center row empty. There we go. And that's that. And we'll put that lid onto there. Oh, but we've got more. And I gotta get through these so I can figure out where I'm gonna stack them before I empty out my storage unit. Now this got like a hodgepodge of stuff in it. It's got some 91 Donruss, right? Like someone opened packs, because here's like all the cards now, and then this is some Upper Deck vintage. There's a Mariano Rivera. You know, mo money, mo money, mo money. Then you got here's a chipper, Donruss, chipper, probably an early chipper. Yeah, well, it's got his rookie stats on the back, so yeah, probably a chipper rookie. Looks awful young there. Yeah, so this is a hodgepodge lodge of cards, but there's a Mariano Rivera in there. That's good. There's score in here from whatever year this is, score. Some other score. So it's Donruss, score, a whole bunch of Fleer Ultra 91s again, like literally like hands full, right? Hands full. And some score thrown in there too. So that's what's in there. I do like that Mariano Rivera card though. That's a goodie. So we'll be revisiting that box off screen. Let's see. What else we got? Okay, I'm a purist and paint. Yeah, exactly, Adam. I didn't like it, but what are you going to do? I guess if you're a Phillies fan and you're a Kyle Schwarber fan, well, Schwarber won it for the National League. That means they get home field advantage in the World Series, right? Oh, here's some packs of cards. Okay. Packs of cards. Is it? Oh, you know what? It was on the back side. It's on the back. So, yeah, I had this one marked packs. It was on the back of the box. So, what's in here? Some 1990 Fleer football packs. So a few of them, and then we go to 1990 Fleer, and then we go to this, which is a Pro Set from I don't know what year. Doesn't say it on the front, so I have to look. It's got a Super Bowl card look through on the front, but here's a Pro Set pack, and here's more Pro Set pack. So different, same front, just different backs. Okay, so these are pro sets. What's this one here? A pro set with a third different back. So we got quite a few of pro sets from whatever year they are, 89 or 90. Then we've got some stickers. We've got 87 football. You're like the sticker books. We've got 2 packs of those. Very nice. Put them in there with football. And then we've got some like this says 88 yearbook stickers. So these are small, the small kind, like the league leader cards that baseball put out. Only these are stickers. So yeah, I don't know. We've got bonus pinnacle card, and this is franchise card randomly inserted. 16 card per pack, 93 National Football League score, 1993 score. We got 2 packs of those. Make it 3. You know, this is different. This is a 92 score. Then we've got some 91 Upper Deck football packs, a couple of them. And what's this? More Pro Set from 1991, Pro Set Series 1. Then we got some 91 Fleer football. And that's what all the rest of this is. So we got a whole bunch of the 91 Fleer, 2, 4, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58. There's 60 there. 6, 8, 10, 70, 6, 8, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 94. 94 total of those. But they're packs. So. I don't know, tons of unopened packs of cards. Baseball, football, thousands and thousands, probably a couple thousand anyway, unopened packs. Got to go off to work. Have a great day. All right, Adam, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. This says Fleer Baseball. And it's clearly not Fleer Baseball. This looks like a bunch of old baseball. Interesting. What is this? Well, here's a Ted Williams and a magnetic one touch or whatever they call them. That's a Teddy ball game card. Very nice. What is this? Chuck Klein, a Fleer from 63, maybe 62 or 63. Here's another Fleer from the same set. Here's Fleer from a different set, 2 of them. Home Run Baker and Early Combs. Here's a 68 or 69 deckled edge. Some tops, some 59s. 1960 tops. Well, I'm gonna have to check out putting these in my store. What else we got? We've got 79s, 78s. There's Jim Cott, Hall of Famer, but it's got a soft corner on it. 78 rookie cards. 77, 76 Boog Powell in his Cleveland Indians softball uniforms. We got some 75s here. Richie Allen. Yeah, interesting. There's a Dave Winfield, the Cobra. I'm gonna have to probably take these upstairs and get ready to put these in my store. Holy cow. 74, Jerry Moses for the Yankees. There's the 73s, 3 of them. 72s. Yeah, so there's some older cards here. Baseball. There's the 72 Atlanta Braves team card. You know, Adam just left, but there's Braves team card. These are not in the best of shape, so these would be like very bare minimum cost of cards for the most part if I were to put them in my store, because some of them have creases in them, and crease cards do not belong in my collection for sure. And here's some 1970 tops. Gene Mock, like the Expos. Reggie Smith for the Red Sox. Tommy Agee. Huh. This I love this when you come across these cards. Bob Taylor for the Royals, and some kid wrote retired on the top of the card. Oh my God. And that's not all. You can tell this kid on both of these cards at minimum, because he wrote the same thing, retired. Vic, you don't play anymore. You're retired. Cheat, just put a stamp on them. Rejected. So there you go. That's a good way to ruin cards. Just, yeah, give them to a 10-year-old or 9-year-old. And there's some older ones. Some Rocky Colavito from 64 tops. These are 77s maybe, or 76s. This is the traded, some of the traded cards. Someone cut my grass, but my grass has already been cut once. And so on. There's some more 68. Here's another Brooke Powell from 77 tops in his Indians home jersey, I guess. Oh. Yeah, the pink tops, and they had the blue tops. Here's a 68 Cookie, or 63, sorry, Cookie Rojas. Looks nice. I remember I have that one in my binder. Where's my 63 binder? Might be upstairs. 60s down. 61. Ooh, getting closer. But anyway, we won't hunt them down. We'll let it ride. Here's one. Gardeners, George Bamberger for the Brewers. And that has got, what design is that on the back? That's a 70s design, I think. It's just blue instead of like a greenish design. Let's see. What kind of matches that? To kind of help us figure out the year. It might be a 78 design. Maybe. No, I don't have anything here that matches it. Let's see if it's stamped on the card anywhere. This is a cool card. So it's a regional issue. It says 1985. Is that what it says there? Can't see it on this camera. No, but I think it says 1985. Looks like that. It's 83 or 85. Topps made it. Cool though. And we've got some more cards in here. Wow, there's a lot of old cards in here. This box is gonna have to go upstairs. Some 74s in here, a whole bunch of 74s. Billy Caligiero. There's a Mookie Wilson rookie card. Who's this? Michael Jack Schmidt. No, Mike Schmidt. Hall of Famer. Gaylord Perry, Hall of Famer. These are 81 tops. Tony Perez. 81 batting leaders. Bill Buckner and George Brett. And then we've got these. Any cards in here? No, they're empties. They're empties. It's back here. Some more 64s. 54s. Yeah, these are all cards that need to go up. Here's 63, Lee Wallace, that need to go up and maybe get put into my store. Some 60 tops or 61 tops. Let me see. 66 tops, 68, 67. Yeah, so. There's Jim Perry, Gaylord's brother, Jim. Ralph Terry, Joe Nuxall. Again, he was the youngest person to ever play in a Major League Baseball game. He was like 16 when he came up. Some 71 tops here. These have some definite wear on them. There's an insert, like a scratch off game piece. See a few of these in my day. 70, 71 scratch off. So I don't know if it's 1970 or 71. I think it's 70 because 71 had the coins inserted in the packs. Here's some 68s, 64, 63s. Yeah, 68 or 74, 73s, 78s. What interests me are these faded top loaders. These are all old cards too. 69 tops. Denny McLain. Maury Wills, Denny McLain. Not Hall of Famers, but definitely were good ball players. Here's a new card. 87 Record Breakers Error card. So it's got that stamp on the front, and the regular card doesn't have it. And this is the error card for this 88. So this is 88 tops, and this is 88. It's not Al Leiter, it's some other guy. I forget the guy's name. What's it say? Oh, it says right there. It says on the back of this, it says Steve George. Actually, Steve George. So that's the guy's name. Well, as long as I keep this one around, I'll know who the guy's name is. So there's some error cards there. Some 68 tops here. Yeah, these are going to have to go up so I can go in my store. Oh, my goodness. Yes, sir, Bob. Sure, Bob's your uncle. There's a Willie Mays. There's a Willie Mays and a faded yellow urine-stained top loader. Let's see. We'll just, I don't know how to get rid of these banners. That's the, like, do you click on it again? Is that, yes, you click on it twice and that makes it go away. Okay, got it now. Okay. All right, so I got a lot of top loaders here too. BCW unused top loaders. 1, 2, 3, 4. All these are all empty. Some of them are used. Some of them are brand new and in box good. Yeah, a couple hundred of those. Yeah, this box is going upstairs. It's definitely not what it's marked. It's marked Fleer Baseball, and that is the farthest thing from Fleer Baseball. All right, that'll go over here. Go upstairs with me when I go up. Next one, it just marked baseball, and it's got top scribbled out, score on it. A lot of scribble, baseball, mixed teams, 2 of 2, and then just more baseball. That's my writing there in baseball. I wrote that. And it's the stickers, clear stickers. Yeah, clear stickers. This one's missing all the sticker stuff, but it's got that card on the back, so maybe that's why it's in here. Yeah, that's a different one. It's got trivia, so we made them for several different years. This is a World Series, like 56 Dodgers and Yankees. Perfect no-hitter, the classic of all fall classics, Don Larson's perfect game. That's what that was commemorating. Put that there. What else we got here for stickers? Oh, I like these pennant stickers. These are cool. These are cool too, I think, with the pennants. Like they got the team circle here, it's a sticker, and then they got the pennant you can peel off. The Dodgers, Astros again, Cleveland Indians, and they're actually called Cleveland, or Indians, I should say. Yeah. So those are cool stickers. Let's take them. On the back, they got famous feats, like trivia stuff on the back. That's cool. Okay, put them in that box. The rest of these stickers are just stickers. I don't know, junk. Let's see. You got a Fleer Ultra, like a 91 Fleer Ultra sticker. Whatever year that came in, I think it was 91. Got a jewel case here. Pillbox. Oh crap, these go in the box. Oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie. Let's see who's texting now. Nobody. It is junk text messages. All right, so these are they're stickers. Not worth to go through from over there. All right, next box. It's got nothing marked on it. It's got nothing. Oh, well, there you go. More stickers. More stickers. These are separated by team. Those Orioles, Braves, Orioles, Indians, Reds, Reds, Angels, Angels, Cardinals, Cubs, A's, A's, Astros, Rangers, Phillies, Giants, Angels, yes, whatever. Okay. Well, more stickers. Not worth sticking around for. Move this binder. We'll find a home for you, my friend. Okay, Mr. Box. Now, good enough. All right, next box. It says Upper Deck Baseball. A lot of stuff crossed out, like inserts, other baseball mixed. San Diego Padres. The only thing that sticks out, it says Upper Deck now, UD. And that is my handwriting. 2002 Upper Deck. No, it's not. So even my notes are not good. We got some, what's this? 89 Fleer needs Raines, Fisk, All-Star Team, 4 of 12. So this is just shy of a set. There's Griffey Jr. in a little like early morning or early one touch. Here's a Bowman Andrew Jones. Who's this? Another Andrew Jones, 2002 National League Gold Glove. Andrew Jones. So I wonder what Billy Ripken, I don't know what his number is. What Billy Ripken card's in here? I can tell you that. Oh, right here it is. So we've got the Billy, we got this is the error card. That's not the Kevin Romine. This is the Billy Ripken. Oh, we got two here. We got the black scribble box, right? We've got the black square box. And that's it. So we've got two different versions here. Nice. Okay. So won't answer my own question right there. What number is he? 616. I have to remember that. If we come across more, we gotta look for 616. Okay. Well, there you have it. That riddle was answered real quick. Very nice. Got stickers. We've got 89 Dunrouse, and apparently there's the Ken Griffey Jr. in the same little case. Very nice, I reckon. What we got here? We got a Topps gold label Jeff Kent. I don't know if they're all like that refractor type stuff. It's pretty cool. Not numbered, but it's cool. Just number 13. It says class 1. I never understood that whole class thing. And we've got part of the update set and opening day stuff, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, don't know. What else we got here? Got some of this, whatever this is. A lot of Sammy Sosa's there. Jimmy Rollins. Heritage set from I don't know what year. Not a set, but just cards. Heritage. A lot of Sammy Sosa's. What else we got here? Got some Turkey Reds or something like that. Yeah, Turkey Reds. Garcia Parra, Nomar. Barry Bonds. CC Sabathia. And we got some in card number 1 is Barry Bonds. Chin-Ho Park in plastic. Ichiro in plastic. Roland in plastic. Jorge Posada in plastic. And we got some that are not. Andy Pettitte, Ichiros, bunch of Ichiros, Bonds again, Helton, oh no, it's green, Todd Green, Greinke, Verlander. Okay, so this is a mixture of cards. We've got some Topps 206, Helton, Sosa, Green, Garcia Parra, Green again, Green, Helton, Green again, Helton, and Roger Clemens. Pointing at Mike Piazza. Tell him to watch his step, I guess. All right, we got this. It's marked glossy. So I don't know what glossy means, but it's definitely all glossy front and back. It's ticky tacky. So I don't know if that's a Tiffany or what that means. I don't know if they made these in Tiffany, but it says glossy. And it has a 50-cent price tag on it. The number is just 22. It's not like a T22 or anything like that. Here's a Bo Jackson's. It's, again, a team set. Card number 2. But it's not marked glossy. It's glossy, but it's glossy front and back. So I don't know what the dealio is. Except this is like a real heavy gloss. Real heavy gloss. Kind of like a Tiffany gloss. All right, what are these? Yeah, I don't know. It might not mean anything because these are glossy too. Stadium Clubs from 92, maybe 91 or 92. 92 Stadium Clubs. And then there's Stadium Clubs from 93, 92 and 93 Stadium Clubs. Same thing, this is what, 92, right? 93, yeah. So we've got Stadium Club, we got Fleer, we've got Donruss, we've got Tops and all kinds of stuff. Tops traded sets, mostly Tops traded stuff in here. Here we go. What are these? Stadium Club, like Piazza. What year are these? 2006, maybe? Stadium Clubs. Okay. So a lot of stuff to go through here. What's this in another plastic case? It is Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders in a plastic case. So there you go, guys. Don't know. Card number 15 in the set. There's probably other cards here you could put into there. An 81 Donruss John Tudor. 82 Tops Jim Cott. Two of those. Then we're back to some more Tops traded. 86 traded sets. 88. 89s. 90. There's some O-Pee-Chee. Oh, O-Pee-Chee. There's some O-Pee-Chee cards. 88. Same design, just says O-Pee-Chee on it. I don't even know if they put in any different photos. Doesn't look like it. Kind of all the same. Same photo. Same description. Just different manufacturer stamp on it. That is it. And then here's some 92 O-Pee-Chees. Some 83 O-Pee-Chees. An 84 O-Pee-Chee. We got here, we've got Andrew Jones again. Playoff Prestige. And the studio of Jeff Kemp. Kent. Right. Jack Kemp is a football player and politician. Here's some 85 Donruss. But now that I bought that set upstairs, I don't need to try to put that set together anymore. But I think I went through it and I found there's a card or so missing. So yeah, I think there's a card or two missing from that set. So I still have to figure out which one's missing, I think. These are Donruss from 86 Donruss. Got 86 Donruss, 89 Donruss, a whole row of 89 Donruss. So yeah, this is another box I hastily gone through and picked that. What else? I got binders I haven't been through yet. Donald Blumdahl, are you reading? Oh, yeah. Is this your pickup day? No, Donald. Donald, let me throw the link in there. Ready? You got time. Come aboard. There's the link popping up. Come on in, Donald. You're the only one that chatted. After Adam left, no one else said anything. So, yeah. Let me get a drink. If you want to join in, be my guest. Still, I moved everything down here to the garage, and still, this camera is the one that's running the show. Overruling my laptop. I don't know why. I can unplug it, and then my laptop will kick in. Where did I put my drink at? Oh, it's over here. Hold on, I'm going to move the camera. Try not to stare at my bald head too much. You know how it is, Donald, when you talk so much, your throat dries out a little bit. So I want to get you guys to be able to see some of the cards too. So I'll keep turning around to the camera. I can just kind of hold them up here. But we're going into another box. And there's the link, Donald, if you want to click on it. You're welcome to. You know that. I put it out there earlier for everyone else. So I don't know. Link, clicked on it. Oh, here's one. Look at this. There he is. Look at Donald. Hey, it's the Donald and Mickey Show, Part 2, coming your way. Donald, there he is. Let me.
Mr. Samuels, would you please stand?
I'm just on my phone here downstairs watching the news.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
But I
there
saw
we
you
go.
were live.
There you go. Well, thanks for stopping by, Donald. I still got. No, the stack is only up to like underneath my man boobs now. That I got to go through these 3,200 count boxes, and then I got to reorganize everything again and shove them to the back. I didn't go through all them over there on that side of the room, but a lot of them I did. Like you see the ones with the pink note and the yellow note,
Yeah.
and the box underneath it, and the box underneath that, and the box underneath that, and the box underneath that are filled with unopened packs of cards. And I haven't really been through all this other stuff. I looked at it one time because you see, I put notes on. You can't see the notes from there, but some of them like that. Those two little stacks there, it'll say T. T means there's tops in here. This it says Dunross, so there's Dunross in here. Here's tops. O is other. Upper deck tops. H is for hockey. I got another box, 2 more 3,200 count boxes of packs. 4 boxes of those. I've got a crap load of unopened wax.
Yeah.
But, and that's not, I've got these totes here, and I've showed them before. Those totes there, they're huge totes. They're not little totes, right? They're 3-footers by, like 1.5 feet. Filled to the top, just enough to get the lid on. Those 2 there. Every tote you see down here, there's a tote down there. They're all filled with unopened packs of cards. Packs and boxes. Those are boxes, like wax boxes and stuff like that. Some blasters and stuff like that. And megas.
2016 and Donald Trump's installation as president.
So you've got lots of packs.
Oh, I got lots, and I'm like here, like I'm going through these boxes. Like, here's some of the parallel cards. They were sold. A guy was selling them for $0.05 a piece.
Back with us again.
Oh wow.
Well, he passed away in 2009, so
This afternoon, Matthew, welcome to tell us.
here's some here that's
Because I think this was a product
marked as gold cards.
director
Basketball.
they called Dig and
Get it in there, came apart because the thing broke. But these are Topps basketball gold. Now I don't know if there's a Michael Jordan in there or not, but there they are. Probably a Shaquille O'Neal, maybe.
What happens to me, my mom's birthday, that's nothing to do with this stuff. The DNI games platform.
Here's another kit. This is Clear Ultra 95 football.
Foreign adversaries did not cyber attack.
Football pack, a little pack. I don't know.
Through the U.S. president.
Not the whole set because it's up to 340.
Of what?
So it's definitely not 340 cards there.
Recording since then.
Put this there for 10. There we go.
This recording in a second.
And here's some more. This says 92, 93 Topps gold. The basketball, just like the baseball, the 92 baseball. Well, basketball had some as well, of course.
Security council principles. Third meeting. This includes
Here's some thing of football.
John Kerry, Loretta Lynch.
Pro Line Intense, it says, and there's a small box of them with Chris Warren right on the front.
To this whistleblower's emails, they were
What else we got here? We got
to create a new.
There we go. We got some miniature comic books
Details.
Oh wow.
from Drake's.
So did you end up going to your place you were going to earlier?
No, that's tomorrow. I gotta go. I'm gonna go to
Oh, tomorrow.
Columbus.
Saturday. That's right.
Yeah,
Keep forgetting that it's Friday.
weather permitting. go there, and then on the way back, I'm stopping in Palmyra because a friend of mine, a guy I know that I bought cards off of before up at the flea market at Columbus,
And they said,
is selling out in a yard sale at his house. So I'm gonna stop in Palmyra on the way back and hit him up.
Exactly.
There's
Uh-huh.
some more. There's some more big stuff like
way that you see where
something.
applications are actually just
Card that says Summer Olympiad 1, 1896 in Athens.
Hmm.
But it's from the 1996 Atlanta Olympics.
Uh-huh.
So
literal
as
hours.
you put that out,
I was trying
there's
to
season's greetings.
you know,
Season's greetings.
I'm not going to say
It's blank.
I found anything at all about this. I was
It's put out by Pro
coverage would be
Pass.
no coverage whatsoever. Now that's not to say that
Says if you want a piece of the action, you've got to get a
are so
press pass. I'm sorry, 1995 press pass. Here's something that went to some guy, some lady, Trudy A. Matthews, and it gives her address in Villas, New Jersey. 08251 is a zip, and it's from Fleer. Came from Fleer in Maryland.
server that was all swept under.
And what is in here?
The focus instead was on Donald Trump.
Fleer, thanks for making Fleer a part of your collection. Right?
Was a real vulnerability.
Inside, there's a Tim Salmon. And
the person needs to expose over and
yeah,
over again.
a couple Tim Salmon cards. Yeah, 2 or 3 Tim Salmon cards.
People like James.
So Tim Salmon had his own parallel set. This is card 15, probably 13, 14, and 15 of his 20 card set that they may have put out. But it's Tim Salmon, and that's straight from, that's a mail-in, like a mail-in thing. Like you probably got the first 10 in the sets, in the packs, and then they have mail-ins.
Justice for possible
So
prosecution.
that's that. What is this?
Well, I don't know yet because this
A lot of
document.
stuff jammed in on the sides.
I don't know.
Oh, Tall Boys.
Again, it's not Tulsi Gabbard's biggest fan.
Like these are 69 or 70. What are they?
That's, you know,
Hmm.
that's exactly what you said.
69, 70. So they're 70, 71.
Security.
Tops.
I love this.
Tall Boys.
Are fully accountable for this type of illegal and
New Hudson, Walt Bellamy, Bob Love. Here's the older ones. These are
That's what you and I were talking about earlier.
68, 69. So these are 70, 71, right? 69, 70s.
The
Yeah.
There's Walt Bellamy again.
our country apart. You have Time Magazine putting out covers that show Trump
Oh.
and Kremlin.
And then there's even another
Security
back
that
from here.
was the hand the keys
Even
over.
more. So
That is, I don't want to say irreparable damage, but I mean, the left is so bought into these complete hoaxes, and I don't know how we.
all right. But I'm just kind of going through these and I'm
But this
trying to figure out what's in it. I found one whole box, Donald, of vintage.
What better thing to do this
What you
weekend?
got here?
DNI report. It can hopefully will go a
What
long
are
way
these?
to restoring people's confidence.
Oh, these are all proper. Look at this.
We call for Trump strikes on Iran. The IC still really matters, especially with Biden. Like, who knows who?
A whole row of propaganda pieces.
To have.
Propaganda.
And, you know,
Whole row of propaganda.
all the proper whistleblower channels.
And then, yeah, a whole row.
For some of the confidence at least. So hopefully get
Strictly propaganda pieces.
That to understand.
Who?
Hey, the IC that he has in his
The top propaganda pieces that you put in the packs.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Yeah. All
Like insert cards in the packs.
yeah. Well, they to get you to buy, like mail in 4 wrappers and $1.50 and we'll send you a shirt, or $7 and we'll send you a shirt.
Right.
Matthew Foley, thank you so much. Great to see
So
you.
there's a whole row of propaganda. What's this?
Over the weekend, 'cause we-
Some clear basketball.
Stuff and making sure
Mm.
we do
No.
have an intelligence community that actually works for us.
Clear basketball from 94, 95. Here's some football and sleeves. This is David Klingler. It's an action-packed silver. Now here's a new card. Eric Edgeron, or whatever who he is. Terrell Suggs. Antoine Randall L. So here's some newer football. It's not super new. Because Trent Green, I mean, David Carr. Lloyd Williams. But they are newer-ish, I guess. Some of them are fairly new, maybe. Jared Goff, so that makes it a new card.
All reality VTV. My family has drums too. It's real voices. I know it's gonna be happening when we should get ourselves together.
There. What else we got? Here we go. We got a team bag filled with these polar bear cards from Coca-Cola.
No.
I don't know if it's a set or what. It doesn't say. It's got no identification on it. But it does appear to be all different cards. Interesting.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. So what are you doing today?
Not much.
Not much.
Kind of taking it easy today.
Yeah. Any plans for your weekend? I don't know if you guys have like any big flea markets near you up there or not.
I wish we did like you. It seems like you're going to something all the time.
Yeah. Well, there's Facebook Marketplace. Can keep you busy.
Yeah.
And my wife was nice enough to give me an extra $100 for the weekend. Yeah,
She gave you some spending money, huh?
Yeah, she said, "Well, here, take $100." I'm like, "I already got money." I told her, I said, "Nah, I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't want it." She said, "Take it." I'm like, "All right, you don't have to beat me to death to get it. I'll take it." You know what I mean? I hate it when they beat you to death to take money off of them. So, got some. Here's a big box of whatever. Let's see. One of those big cube. When it's got Mark McGuire right there on the front.
Big Mac.
Yeah. Cube.
Exercise, discipline, and affection.
Not all the same card, is it?
Well, I've had them. No, it's not all the same. I can see from the side they're
Okay.
They're different anyway, different years. This McGuire looks nice though. That's the one that get you. I got to buy that box because it's got the McGuire right on the end, and it's a nice, Star Quest. But then inside we get Top Stadium Club team card of Karam Garcia. It's a team card. Team card with Bobby Abreu. Oops, I hit something on my mouse. Here we go. Team card of the Mets with Butch Husky. Oh, here's a good one. Team card of Eckersley, Hall of Famer, right? Jose Mesa. Tom Henke. So these are Stadium Club team cards. Whoa, my picture's going crazy. Like things coming in from the side. What is going on? Stop. Oh my God, everything's going nuts on my screen. I don't know what's going on. It's literally changing the computer. I swear that camera's doing something. It's the AI. My whole screen's going wacko now. Wacko. Really, if you can see it in the background, look, if you look on my screen.
Yeah, I know, I can see it.
You see it? And I'm not doing anything. Now, there's going to be evidence. There it goes. See? My hands are here. There's my hands. Oh, see the camera setting me up. Look at that. Look at that. The camera stopped. Now the AI, if he takes over again. It's flickering. Wait, why is my mouse moving? Someone's playing with my mouse.
Constitutional responsibility.
Your mouse.
Yeah, my mouse is jumping all over the screen.
Well, it's not me. I'm on my phone, so.
No, I know. That's weird. My mouse was going crazy.
Somebody hacking your computer?
I don't know. It's definitely doing something crazy. That's weird.
Might want to make sure there's not something running in the background.
Yeah, right. My whole thing went down. Whole drop right off the screen. I can hear you.
From someone who was one of Biden's border advisors.
What is going on?
Ideas on how to fix our immigration system, right? The White House responded with, "Hey, I'm Humpty Dumpty."
Well, it still says I'm in the show. I can see me.
I was captain of the Titanic. Here's how to avoid.
I have to shut it down because something's going on with my computer now.
Reagan Reese, Daily Caller, White House correspondent, and Penny Cunningham, CEO of Cunningham.
I have no idea.
All right, folks. Let's get your nominations for worst.
All right, I'm going to end this stream because I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's acting weird. All kinds of crap's popping up. All right, I'll catch you later.
Was
All right,
All
take
right,
care.
bye.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
you saw an emerging American.
That's the first time in history, I bet.
Huh.
Getting hacked live.
In 48 hours. I got John
Shutting it all down. Shutting it all down.
But because you saw it in the eyes, the reaction of people, they were coming for us. If he didn't jump up with his fist, they were
Here. All right. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? I guess we are. So I never ended the stream. So I guess we're still here. All right. So Clinton Ray's here. Hey, Clinton, what's up? Sorry about that. My computer was going crazy on me. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if I was getting hacked or what. But my mouse is moving around my screen like like crazy. So screens were popping, like tabs were popping up and opening and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. So anyway, if you can hear me, type something in the chat if you're still here, and we'll press on with sorting through these boxes. Let's see. Yeah, we're an hour and 20 minutes in. Some people are still here. I appreciate that. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's make sure we're back on my YouTube-ish. And there we go. Okay, we're still live there. That's good. That's good news, right? We'll put that down. There we go. The sound is off on that. Back to StreamYards. We're gonna dismiss that. We're gonna close that. We're gonna see what else is running in the background still. We'll get rid of that. Yes. We don't need Steam. We'll exit Steam. All right. All right. So we are back. And we're still sorting cards. I appreciate everyone who stuck around for that little fiasco. That was weird. So we're going to go here. Copy. And we'll do it again. There's the link if anyone wants to join in. So I was going through this cube and seeing what's in this plastic cube that was inside this box. Oh, here's a cool Raul Mondesi. There you go. I knew I'd get it eventually. And it's an insert card from Pinnacle. Very nice. And then we got this 53 Topps design. Is that what this is? So it's a archives set from the, I'm gonna say the 90s. I believe this set here, if you can complete it, is worth a pretty penny. Not a super lot, but not as much as the original. But and then we've got some of these Topps Stadium Club. There's a Barry Bonds. Don't know who Mark Smith is. Fred McGriff. Jim Edmonds. So you guys know how these cubes work. They just throw a bunch of cards in there and try to sell you on the, you know, the top card. Which in this, for this cube, it was this McGuire StarQuest card, which is pretty cool. All right, so we got more of these stadium clubs, but I don't see like they're whether like first editions or anything like that, like opening day cards or nothing like that. They just put in a hefty little stack of those. Oh, and then we did have a stack of these team cards, and looks like we've got another small stack. So we may have the complete team card set of Stadium Club, because we had a whole bunch in the beginning. Now we've got one here of Jamie Navarro. Oh, I was putting the cards on there and that gave me a problem. Dennis Martinez, Frank Castillo, Joey Hamilton, Schmaltz, John Schmaltz. And then we're back to regular cards again. Who's that? Jose Vizcaino. There's Rock Reigns. There's more team cards. Pat Knapp. One team card. And Chan-Ho Park. So let's see what's left in this cube real quick, and then we'll get out of there. Some Upper Deck. Let's see if we can move Mr. Camera closer. Point him down more. The pile of cards. There we go. Stay down. Stay down. You don't. Okay, you stayed a little bit. You stayed. All right. So we got Bill Mueller. Here's the century marks. Greg Maddux becomes the latest to win 100 games as a Brave. Oh, here's another Star Quest. This is a good one too. It's Vladdy Daddy. Kerry Wood. Here's one of Randy Johnson, 10-1. A shot in the arm. Randy Johnson's arrival bolsters Astros in pennant race. So he went 10-1. Andrew Jones. We've seen a lot of Andrew Jones cards today. Here's a Topps opening day. Mixed in here, peppered in. Another Andrew Jones. A lot of Andrew Jones cards today. And score. So maybe we don't have like a bunch of upper deck. We do have some in the back. So let's just get through these score cards. Okay. Got some more Topps opening day. Ben Grieve and Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer. We got Draw Your Own Card, Ken Griffey Jr. Cover Glory, Ken Griffey Jr. Irod, Star Quest, Wangan, Star Quest, Sammy Sosa, Cover Glory. Got a J.D. Drew rookie, Gabe Kapler, and two more. Ken Griffey Jr., Draw Your Own Cards. Star Quest of Gloss and Nomar Garciaparra. Albert Bell. Cover Glory of Bartolo Colon, Big Sexy. A.J. Hinch. Will Clark. Another 350 home run, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark Grace, StarQuest Bagwell, Ken Griffey Jr., times like 5 more. Mark McGuire, Cover Glory, 62 home runs. Gabe Kapler, J.D. Drew again, and some more Topps. There's Larry Walker. Here's some Dunruss Preferred. Nice foil background for Mark Gruzelanek. Carlos Delgado. Robin Ventura, Kevin Ory, Lance Johnson. Here's a Barry Bonds StarQuest, Randy Johnson with the Astros StarQuest. We got another junior Draw Your Card, opening day Frank Thomas. We've got the stand-up of Randy Johnson. Another junior Draw Your Card, Raul Mondesi again. Bagwell opening day. Kevin Brown, Mo Vaughn, and the last one is Otis Nixon. Oh, bunch of nice cards in there for sure. Not just a bunch of junk. There's some good cards in this cube. And probably for the time, it was probably a good one too. Of course, for the time, a lot of these guys weren't Hall of Famers yet probably, but they are now. So that makes it even better. Carefully putting these in there so we don't damage any of the corners or anything like that. And of course, there's more. I showed 2 of these mini comic books, but there's 3 more. And what are these? Did I show these? No. So here's some Archie's Safe Kids something campaign cards, trading card treats, unopened. So I showed 2 of these, and here's 4 more. There's a Spider-Man comic book, Amazing Spider-Man comic book. That's the same one. Got Silver Surfer. Got Hulk Smash. And then these are the first 2 I found in here. A Wolverine and an X-Man. So pretty cool. Mini comic books. And they're from Drake's. So they're like a food thing. They must have come in boxes. Well, that one didn't. It may have. It just doesn't have a Drake's back on it. All these other ones have the Drake's advertisement back. Marvel. They're all from Marvel, so yeah, I don't know. But that's that. That box. We kind of went through everything. I didn't go through this football one. I'm not going to go through it. But it looks like they're all 10 cents each, it says, and looks like they're all the gold versions of the cards. So. And then Fred Barnett on a Pacific Crown, and Neil O'Donnell with the Jets, not the Steelers. Kajana Carter rookie card. Robert Brooks, something 60, don't know, from Fleer. Here's a playoff prestige rookie, Joseph Adai and Matt Leinart. Here's another Robert Brooks Flair showcase, and Juno Smith for the Titans prestige. I don't know, it's like a newer card in 2019. So I guess that's, for me, that's a new card. And that's it. We went through that whole box there. It'll have to be gone through again, but I'm just kind of giving you guys some quick overviews of what I've got to do. This box is marked Fleer. And let's see what we got. Oh, it's a hodgepodge of stuff. Is it all Fleer? We don't know. We're gonna move the camera. How about we move it over here? That way you guys can still see the box, and you can kind of see my sorting area. That's a better place for it. But what I didn't do was go here and camera, take off the mirror, right? Because we don't want a mirror. We want to see everything. Now, will let me change to my other camera, web camera? No, just goes to 360. Okay, so the AI camera is still rolling the roost here. Hey, it's Charlie, JC3 Cards and Collectibles. How's it going? Look at this goat, guys. He's got his little goat there. By the way, guys, if you want to throw the links, if you got a blue wrench, and I'll give you a wrench there, Charlie. Well, I can't do that. Let me see. Hold on. I can do it here, though, on my YouTube. I can make you a moderator. Standard moderator and save. So there you go, Charlie. Now you are a moderator, and you can post your link or whatever you want to throw up there to your card shows that you got coming up, or where you're going, all that good stuff. I can throw the link up if you want to join up. I'll throw that link up there again. I'm easy. There you go. There's the link. If you want to show off some of your new pickups or whatever, I don't care. I'm just going through my garage. I got tons of stuff I got to go through. And apparently this box was marked Fleer, but I don't think it's all Fleer. It's all kind of facing backwards. I don't know. Is it facing backwards? Yeah. not Fleer, obviously. I mean, some of it's Fleer. This is Fleer, but that's not. So I don't know. I don't know. You know, we got some like first day cards from Stadium Club. A couple of different years of them going on. I've already got some of these first day cards in my store, and some of them actually have sold already. So yeah, I don't know. There's two more, but anyway, they're in nice urine stained top loaders. I love it. Here's one. I don't know what this is. Looks old. The Capitol in Washington, D.C., it says. Oh, yeah, it looks like an old cigarette card. It's a big cigarette card. Sights and scenes of the world, free with Royal Bengals cigar. Okay, so it came in a cigar box, not a cigarette box. So that's why it's bigger. Don't know what year this is. I'd have to look it up. Something 8th District, but that's a cool card. More of the first day stamped cards. And I don't know, well, there's a gold card. These are base. Oh, here's a Nolan Ryan, but it's got a 27 Major League 27 season stamp on it, so that's probably a special one. It's card 34, which matches his uniform number. Here's a Biggio Gold and a regular Piazza. What's this one here? These look like O-Pee-Chee backs, and they are. O-Pee-Chee, O-Pee-Chee, O-Pee-Chee. So 85 and 86 O-Pee-Chees, and then there's some traded in there as well. What else we got here? Oh, Rhys Hoskins, Aaron Nola, Corey Seager. Looks like a young Corey Seager. Rhys Hoskins again. There's Gil Hodges, Jim Cott. There's another first day. Doc Gooden, Strawberry Gooden. Strawberry there. Yeah. So not much going on here, except I plan on going to not a card show, a flea market and a yard sale this weekend on Saturday, weather permitting. And I already contacted here's some Desert Shield cards. This one has a $5 price tag on it. And was the going price for the base cards. Obviously this one has no, but it's got some kind of stamp on the back, sticker on the back. This one's starting to wear off. That one there's all worn off. The foils didn't transfer very nicely. And then we've got Doc Gooden, 85 tops. Doc Gooden, card number 620. Got a 1980 Lou Whitaker, 84 Doc Gooden, rookie card. So there's his Doc Gooden's rookie card. Here's a numbered Paul Goldschmidt. It's numbered to 250. Cole Hamels. Hello. Yeah, go ahead and order me my pizza then. All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right, love you. Bye. The wife. Okay, then we got a Cliff Lee, shiny Diamond Stars. We got a shiny Cliff Lee card. Who's this? Chase Utley, Definitely not a rookie. Phillies men up the middle, and that's Rollins and Utley card. Aaron Nola, Bowman Chrome, pre-rookie, I would assume. Another Aaron Nola, Future Stars. Here's Chris Bryant, first career Grand Slam, June 17th, 2015. Chris Bryant highlights. And then we've got this parallel, Top Stadium Club Dugout Dirt, Darren Daulton. Here's a gold parallel to Jeff Kent card. And Johnny Kruk, John Kruk, Lou Whitaker, and so on. These are just, here's an O-Pee-Chee of Nelson Liriano. So, and so on. These are just a bunch of, I don't know. Here's a Joe DiMaggio. It's a starting lineup card, but it's all creased up. Here's an all-time Indians, Joe Jackson. And these cards are pretty beat up, but here's Bobby Doerr, Billy Williams, not Molitor. And Enos Slaughter, Country Slaughter, Enos Country. Here's another one of the greats, baseball greats, Tris Speaker from Swell. Another Swells, Lou Gehrig. There you go. Billy Martin, Cincinnati Reds. That's a TCMA. Yep, TCMA 1981, card 364. Here's Baseball Legends, Mickey Cochran. That's all wrinkled up, creased up. Ted Williams, Baseball Legends. Got some corner issues with that one. There's another Swell, Ernie Banks. I might look at this Nolan Ryan. What's so special about this Nolan Ryan? So it's all beat the hell up. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Mel Ott from Swell. Oh, another Swell. Rod Carew. Another Swell, Greats. Charlie Keller. And what's this one here? Another one from Swell, different year. Monty Irvin. I almost said Joe Morgan because it looks like a young Joe Morgan, but I had to read the name, and it's Monty Irvin. Here's a sticker. Strawberry. Fields Are Forever. Another Swell. Yaz. Ralph Kiner. Honus the Bonus Wagner. Gaylord Perry. Are these box buys you have made or just accumulated pickups over the years? If box buys, what is your assessment process to determine whether or not to make the buy? So, Charlie, you can join. I put the link out there. Feel free, come on and talk, because you and Adam always have interesting things to talk about anyway. And so this is stuff that I've accumulated over the years, and so this isn't all of it, by the way. This is just what's still in my garage. Right? Like I told you and Adam when I was on your show, I have like 4.5 million cards and growing. It's still growing. Whoops. Sorry about the shakiness, but this camera has a mind of its own sometimes. Yeah, well, it won't go that way. And sorry about the shakiness. We'll go that way. So there. So I'm trying to clean up my garage and go through them. But like some of these cards will never make it. That one might, you know what I mean? But some of them are just too boogered up. And if they're not old, here's a refractor of Larry Walker. So I know these refractors especially carry a premium price. I just go and I look, just like I do when I go to a card show or whatever. if something catches my eye, not ready for prime time today. What are you in your underwear? Let's go. But anyway, the same way when I go to shows or flea markets or yard sales, if something catches my eye, I want it. If I go look at someone's collection, if there's something in there that catches my eye, and this was before I started my store. Remember, I only started my store January, right after I retired. January 1st, I opened up my eBay store. So we'll turn the camera so y'all can see me if you want. You want to look at my bald head? It's getting balder too. What the heck? No, this camera just wants to focus on what it wants to focus on. All right. But anyway, my fat gut. How about I just turn you then? Here we go. Ready? Steady. Let's do this. Ready? Hold on. All right. Now it's going to watch me. Now it should focus on me or not. Or not. Anyway. Try to. Anyway. So what I look for is when I go and I look something catches my eye of interest, or if there's a couple like old cards there, I might be interested. If not, and I'm sure a lot of you guys who go out to buy collections, if I'm not going to buy the collection, I will at least educate the seller. There might be just a couple good things in there, but it's not worth the price, what they're asking for. So you educate them about junk wax and all that good stuff, and what you tell them what the collection's really worth. You don't want to lowball them either, because they're going to get lowballed a lot as it was, or they already have been lowballed prior to you getting there. And again, this was before I decided I'm going to open a store and sell off a lot of this stuff now. That if it's not worth me buying, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you to not let someone else come in, because I won't cherry pick your stuff. There's a couple cards in there, but I'm not going to cherry pick you. All right. Because I'm here to buy the whole lot. And I would tell them the same thing. Do not let someone else come in and cherry pick your stuff. They buy it. They buy all the junk too, because you're going to get stuck with that junk. And I got stuck with a lot of junk when I bought collections. All right. So now I got to set up like in my yard sale in my yard and try to sell off these boxes for like, say a 5,000 count box for like, $8 or $10, all commons, until the guy, whoever it is, maybe makes the Hall of Fame. Who knows? But that's what I have to do now because I've got so many cards and I don't have the room. And I'm getting old. I'm 65. I'll be 66 in a couple. Next month, I'll be 66. So, the wife doesn't really care that much, but she does. At the same time, she's very nice about it, right? So I have to be even nicer in return and try to offload some of this stuff. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to pick out cards that I want to put in my store, and the rest are just going to hopefully try to offload through Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. Just even if it's like an 800 count box, I got a bunch of those, $1 a box. Look, I know this camera's going to screw around with me. There we go. All right, now it shouldn't follow me. It's not. Okay, over there you can see all those, the mailboxes. Those are all like 800 count boxes, and they all have cards in them. Come on, camera, stay. It's not going to stay, but oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so if I go over here and I grab one of them, and I don't know if I can squeeze in there because I got stuff everywhere. So 89 Upper Deck, right? Well, let's see what this is. Box 3. So if I'm going to look for something, I'm going to look for 89 Upper Deck Box 1. That should have if it's Box 1, it's probably going to be in the Griffey Jr. cabinet. But we'll pull the Box 3 out. And it doesn't feel full. No, it's only like half full. And it is up to card 609, looks like. But one thing about these cards are like, they're pristine. These cards are like, You can cut yourself shaving with those corners on these cards. For the most part, there are some that maybe got moved around and got bungled around a bit, but because it's not a full box. I just bought from the auction house the 85 Dunrust set, right? But I went through it and it's missing like 1 or 2 cards out of it. But here's the 85 Dunrust. It's right here. This is the 85 Dunrust box 1, and it says, well, I can't see it, but 85 Dunrust, and down here has a little number 1. And then we look in here, and it's definitely not 85 Dunrust. It's more like 83 Fleer. What the heck's going on here? So I haven't gone through any of those boxes, maybe 1 or 2. This 88 Dunrust here I've gone through, because that's my handwriting. I replaced the box there. 91 Fleer, that looks like my writing as well. One that says singles is my writing. All this red ink, even that 87 Tops is not mine. But this is not 85. This is 85 Fleer. Why does it say? Oh, it says 80 because it's an 85 Fleer. It's got an F on it. My bad. Yeah, it's got the F. I didn't see the F because I was looking at a Dunrust box right below it. Okay, 85 Dunrust. And it just happens that this person somewhere along the line has at least 6 boxes up to box number 6. Okay. So, yeah, these are 85 Dunrust. And there's probably, lots of duplicates. If I had thought about that, I probably wouldn't have bought that set that I bought from the auction. You know what I mean? Because here's a whole bunch of them down here. Probably could have set together my own, but oh well. That's what happens when you have so much, you don't know exactly everything that you have yet. One of the problems. So, yeah. But I try to identify everything that I've got, but not everything is identified, if that makes any sense. Because I haven't had a chance to go through everything. And those have been sitting in this garage for years. I probably bought that. I have the video that I put out that says, it's called the Trenton lot, I called it, because that's where I went to buy it. Trenton, New Jersey. Was a Facebook Marketplace ad. And I went and met the person and made the offer. Now let's turn this because the wire is getting tangled up. And I made my offer. It was like 2.5 million cards. It was a lot. It was a lot of cards. I filled up a 12 or 14 foot U-Haul truck from front to nearly the back. And there were binders in there. This was a huge collection. They wanted $5,000 for it. I made an offer of $3,500, and they're like, "Yep, boxes full of memories." Yeah, except these aren't my memories. The Trenton lot, where a lot of this came from, all the old dirty boxes you see in here, came from that Trenton lot, and they wanted $5,000 for it. I offered $35,000, and they took it, and they helped me load it up. And it took us hours to load it up. And it was like, even my wife was helping. Here's an Eddie Matthews card that I've never seen before. I don't know. Hillshire Farms. Oh, cons. It's a whatever they call them, the food cards. Here's this is a reprint. Paul Wainer, but it's a reprint. So I don't know what year it's from. It's definitely not 1934. It doesn't even feel like it's too thin to be an original. That's all right. It's all good. O-Pee-Chee, but these cards are beat up. I wouldn't, put many of these in my store. They would just end up going in one of my bulk boxes that I want to sell. Here's some of these Topps Finest. And we did find that one refractor, which is right here. This is a refractor, and it's a Hall of Famer, Larry Walker. So that would probably sell for a decent chunk of change, enough to cover the new shipping cost, right? At least. But there's a whole bunch here, but I don't know if there's any more refractors here or not. There's Dennis Eckersley. There's some Hall of Famers in here. What's this card? Oh, that's just an Upper Deck trivia card. Here you go. Here's I'd like you to draw the card of Randy Johnson. Upper Deck. Lewis Smith, age 10, Charlotte, North Carolina. Other winners, 9 through 14-year-old age group, and that gives you all the names of the other kids who got to enter their card. And this guy did the Randy Johnson, and his stuff's on fire for Arizona. So yeah, Randy Johnson. So a lot of variety in these boxes that need to be gone through yet. Like here, some hockey in here, some baseball. These are Little League Tops, like Tops Little League, something like that. Are they Tops? I don't know if they're Tops or not. But Little League, Mickey Mantle, Willie Stargell got the Little League logo there, which is pretty cool. I don't know what the 6s are, the 7s are. There's a 7 there. It's some kind of trivia game, maybe. I don't know. But there they are. I've even got some old timers in here. And there's Nolan Ryan. Card number, well, one of the ones. I don't know. But anyway, that's a big honking set there. 55 cards, 84 cards, 102. So there's a lot of cards in that set. 108 maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So the highest number I saw was 108 in that set alone. So yeah, I've got to go through all these and pick out which ones are going to go in my store, and then try to just offload the rest. So boxes of memories, yes. The buy again is if it catches my eye, I buy. But now my thought process is not only does it catch my eye, but can I flip it? Can I? That's what I do now, right? I'm not so much of a collector anymore. My collecting just consists of the Topps flagship, whatever, the Topps base factory set. I just want it, and that's it. I'm going to stick to Topps from now on. Not going to go out because Charlie, if you still hear that, when you buy blaster boxes, mega boxes, or the actual hobby boxes, chances are you're not going to make any money on it. It's a losing process if you're trying to resell. Now, if you're a collector, then you'll probably be happy with what you pull out of the box. But even then, maybe not, because, not everyone wins. And I don't have the best of luck when it comes to pulling stuff out of boxes. I have in the past, and maybe I used up all that luck because I have pulled out of all things, like the Pro Set minor league stuff or Pro Line, whatever they are. I pulled a Ken Griffey Jr. autograph, and I think it was another year when I got the Alex Rodriguez autograph cards. Here's a newer card. Here's some kind of archives. And then we've got just a hodgepodge of cards, Hall of Famers, non-Hall of Famers, but here's a string of Hall of Famers right here. Right? So there's, poster or something. So I've got, and a lot of these guys have seen my room upstairs, my office. This was supposed to be my YouTube studio. It turned into storage, and then I had to move stuff out of storage because I had a problem with the leaky floor. This is I'm thinking it's a Fleer poster, like a mini poster. Frank Thomas, 2 of 25 GS, whatever that means, but it's by Fleer. Sports Illustrated, Frank Thomas. There you go. But yeah, there's just whatever catches my eye is what I buy. This is a different card. Look at this. Fabulous 40s, 66 home runs, I guess, right? Sammy Sosa, Sports Illustrated. So this is a Fleer product. 1999, 2 of 13. It's embossed. It's a cool card. It'll probably sell. Even though it's Sammy Sosa, it might sell because it's an insert card, right? And that's kind of what's popular right now. Here's a Brett Favre card. I got to take that and give it to my son and see if he's got it. What else do I got? Another Brett Favre card. I'm going to give that to my son too, see if he's got it. So there's football and baseball mixed in there. So there's a Steve McNair card. So it's got to be gone through and sorted out. And the boxes that still need sorting, see, my marker was wrong. I put a marker on this one that said Fleer, and it's clearly not Fleer. So, yeah. Remove this one off of here. Now, some of the sorting that I did earlier throughout the last couple of weeks, I pulled out a bunch of vintage-ish football, and I put them in here. So there's some, like 80s football, right? Some 70s football in here, like late 70s, not early 70s. So I did find some of these in there that I pulled out to be taken upstairs and see if I can. I'm at 8,900 cards, I think. Listings, active listings, and I think I talked to my wife, and I think I'm gonna do the whole 60,000 now, and just because I got a lot of stuff that I can just focus on. I got all day. I'm retired. I got all day. So I could start throwing these cards in there. But lately I'd had one issue with a gentleman. So I had a bulk listing, and it was about three cards probably total of 1986 Topps Rod Carew card, right? And I just took a picture of front and back of one, and I put it in as a bulk listing, like 3 cards. Well, one had already sold. He bought another one, and I just pulled one of the 2 out, and I sent it to him, and he complained. He complained that I sent him an inferior card. Now, the description that I put in there was not mint. I put it as excellent, which means there's going to be possibly some defects. It did not say in there like PSA 10 or nothing that said it was a gradable card in the description. And he said I sent him an inferior card, and that, he wanted the card that was in the picture. I'm like, well, okay, that's fine. I have a return policy. Return that card. I can resell that. I can get my money out of that card still. Just return that card, and I'll gladly send you the one that was in the picture. And I looked at him. Yeah, the one that he had was slightly off. What he wanted was one that was perfectly centered. And I did not list it as that. Yeah, it was a bulk listing. The other one was just a hair off of center. And the other one was definitely a little bit better. And that's what he wanted. So I said, okay, send me the card back. I have a return policy. All right, send me the card back, and I'll gladly send you this card. No problem. I'm paying the shipping both ways. It doesn't matter. A week goes by and nothing, not a chirp from him. So wasn't even a week. A couple days go by, and I'm like, listen, dude, just send the card back. And then I just sent him a thing saying, you know what? I'm just going to refund you the money. That's it. I'm going to refund your money. You're going to keep that card anyway. I just didn't want to get a negative feedback from this guy. I already got one 3 months in. I had my first negative feedback, so that was not fun. I don't care all that much about it anymore, really. I don't care because that cherry has been popped. That boat has sailed now for me. You know, you're not going to be 100%. You know, it's going to take a long time now to make up that. I'm at 99.8%. Who gives a rat's patoot about that? But anyway, it is what it is. Yes, another Brett Favre. Gotta get that to my kid. You know, here's some more older cards mixed in here that I have to go through and list. So now I'm like afraid to put any bulk listings out. And trust me, I've got a lot of bulk listings out there. I've got, you know, 10,000 cards listed under bulk. I have there's Harry and the Hendersons. I have Batman card. I have more cards, double as amount. So if I have like 8,900 or 9,800, whatever I got listings, I've got over 10,000 cards listed under bulk listings. So now I'm like, well, what's going to happen? Am I going to get a complaint from everybody that, ooh, the card's not perfect? It's not the one that's in the picture. Look, if the cards are that far off, especially if they're vintage, right? The older ones from the 60s and back, and maybe even some of the 70s, I put individual cards up because they are very sensitive. But this 86 Topps baseball was not that big a deal, but this guy made a big deal out of it. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with that. Now I don't know if I'm never going to put many more bulk listings up because I don't want, you know, these Jack, you know what, complaining about the cards. I sent them an inferior card, and that was exactly what I said. You sent me this, and you sent me an inferior card. I'm like, oh my God, inferior. What does that mean? Please, you know, expound on that. Please let me know what you're talking about. Well, the other one was better centered. I'm like, oh my God, dude, that one's not off by that much. But whatever. I'll refund your money. Send the card back. And I'm not going to get that card back. I know I'm not going to get it back. He's keeping the card, and he got his money back. So he got what he wanted out of it. I'm sure that's all he really cared about, or he'd have sent that card back. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's not dwell on negativity. Always with the negativity, Moriarty. Always with the negative vibes, right? Anyway, so let's. This is what I pulled out of some boxes so far too. Some nice vintage football stuff that will be going upstairs with me. Of course, I found that whole baseball cards. That is a 1% issue. I use bulk all the time for modern cards. Yeah, modern, but so you're talking like what do you consider modern? These were 86. Are they modern? Or anything in the 2000s modern? You know what I'm saying? Like some people look back on the 80s as vintage now. You know, I don't because I'm older. 80s will probably never be vintage unless they're non-sport stuff. Especially like the first year of Garbage Pail Kids. Then I'll mark them that way. Low roller scavenger. What's up? I don't post my eBay link in your description anymore. I'm sorry. It's actually rolling across the bottom of the screen right now. Mine is up there. Boomslang, right? Card Warehouse. And then I've got Donald Blumdahl's up there. And I've got Jeff Airtime cards. I got three of my buddies got their stuff going by on the ticker on the bottom. So modern cards, I might get a couple messages a year like that. It's just a part of selling and you move on. I get it, but it is so, I get frustrated sometimes, and I always think, what am I even doing this for? You know, like my eyes roll back in my head, and I'm like, I start to second guess this whole thing about, you know, my cards, and selling and stuff like that. I'm like, and if I tell my wife about it, she's like, oh my God, she starts thinking the same thing, dude, what did you get into? You know, and that's sometimes the exact thought process I have. It's like, what did I get myself into here? This was supposed to be just something that was going to be kind of fun, earn a couple extra bucks, and get rid of some of my cards that maybe someone else can use. And like I said, that card was a very nice card, a very good card. This is heavy. It feels like it's upper deck, but it says, the box says 1999 Bowman on it, Bowman Best. But it's not. It's not. It's a whole bunch of junk. All right, so we've got a what do they call these things? I just had one, a brick, right? Like a brick in here that's got some upper deck cards in it. I don't know what year that is because I wasn't collecting then. Whoa. Got my boy here. What's going on? These are Jeters. What's going on here? Jeter. Bernie. Chipper. Jeter. And this guy, now again, this is part of the collection I bought off of this guy. And he was a seller. The gentleman passed away. 1980s are pretty condition variable, so I look them over pretty good before deciding whether to use them in bulk. I did. I kind of looked it over. I thought it was good, and apparently it wasn't good enough for this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my worst card up from now on. If I do a bulk listing, I'll find the worst one in the set and I'll list it. And if people buy them, if they get a better card, good for them. But the first one that buys a card will get that crappy card that's in the picture. Everything after that should be just golden, right? So getting back to this, like the gentleman that I bought this Trenton lot off of passed away in 2009. I picked this thing up probably, I don't know, 2020, 2021, I forget. I have a video out there on my channel that is titled The Trenton Lot. It's like 2.5 million cards. The guy wanted $5,000 for it. It was his brother's. His brother passed away, and he'd been sitting on it since 2009. Well, I offered him $3,500 for the whole thing, 2.5 million plus cards, and brought it home. He accepted the $3,500. He just wanted to get rid of it. But so this guy was reseller, and he put this. So here's a Jeter card that he had up, and he had a $4 price tag on it, and it's from March of 2000. Remember, he passed away in 2009. And it's a Bowman's Best, Derek Jeter, and that's what this says on it. It says Bowman's Best, but it's definitely not all Bowman's Best. So we're gonna look at this. So Jeter's my guy, besides Mantle, but so here's a bunch of Jeters in here. More Jeters there. Frank Thomas, A-Rod, Mo, Frank Thomas, Chipper. Let's see what else. What's Joe Barry says. Joe Barry says, I sent some in eBay, a Cowboys replica stadium special edition. The dude broke it and sent it back to me. Broke, and he got his money back. That thing was selling for like $150 at the time. So did you put in a claim? There's a claims process that you can go through eBay and hopefully get your money back for that. I don't know. I've done one once, went through the process of filling out the thing, but never heard back from them either. And that was early on. So, but there's a process. So I'm going to put that stack of cards. Getting old sucks. I just had that stack of cards. Where'd I put them? Oh, well. Anyway, here you go. How about this? Here's a Michael Jordan. More than one here. It feels awful thick. Yeah, there's two cards here. Oh, Kevin McHale on the back and Michael Jordan on the front. So this guy passed away in 2009, and here they are. Put them down. He had everything priced out, like he was going to sell them. Here's a Jeter checklist for $4. $2 on Griffey Jr. $1 on the Chipper, $1 on the Frank Thomas. and so on. So here's a bunch. And looks like I just got a whole bunch of crappy top loaders to send the cards out in too. I'll tell you, yeah. So yeah, I got paid. I got a broken thing and I can't sell now. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Dude, I probably get more than my share of not delivered mail. I had one again the other day, and dude, where's my card kind of thing? I'm like, I don't know. I checked it, and it's like, oh, well, it showed shipped. It showed it like in transit, but that's it. It never shows delivered. Well, while I was doing that today, because I had to refund someone from a couple days ago, I refunded their money. I checked on another guy who was the last one before that. He ordered a card June 16th. June 29th, he still hadn't got his card. So he messaged me. He said, he was nice about it. He said, hey, did you send this card? I'm like, yeah, I sent it. I checked the tracking and it showed not delivered. It stopped, right? I'm like, oh, okay, well, all right. And so I told him, listen, put in a claim for undelivered mail and eBay will do their thing and we'll have paper trail. And we have our communications because you're supposed to take pictures of all your communications with the person. And he did that. He put in the claim, and I got the notification, funds on hold. And so I refunded him. Well, when I checked it today, July 2nd, the card showed delivered. So he got the card, he got his money, and I got screwed in the deal. Well, so Joe, the thing about Whatnot is the people that sell on there have all really new stuff, numbered stuff. Like for a guy like me to be able to sell, you know, like, oh well, I got a couple A-Rod cards. Well, you know, who's going to bid on them? And don't forget, you know, I'd be better off having a yard sale and selling them, you know, or going to a flea market and selling them. Here's a Jeter prospect card. You know what I mean? You had a $2 price tag on that. Here's a Jeter. It was a $3 price tag on this. Legends of Today, Derek Jeter. Another Jeter Topps prospect card. You know, A-Rod, Junior, Frank Thomas, Chipper, Junior again, Chipper, Frank Thomas, A-Rod. Junior and his brother Craig Griffey and Ken Griffey. Here's some more juniors, not in any kind of sleeves or anything, just laying there loose. They're checklist cards. Then we got whatever, Greg Swindell. But there are a bunch of Hall of Famers and Hall of Very Gooders in this stack here. You know, so these are all cards that I can put in my store for, you know, and now the shipping's gone up, right? Right? Shipping's gone up. So now it's 74 cents. You know, how am I going to get, you know, like $2.25 for this card or $2 for this card, $1.99? It's, you know, when people have it for like 60 cents, I don't see how people can sell it for under $1. And make any money, make any profit. They're just giving away because 74 cents now goes to your shipping costs too. You know, I have a lot out there. I have a couple lots out there, and no one's even looked at my Jeter lots or anything like that. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not gonna complain too loud. I'm just gonna cut along and do my thing. But so I've got a lot of boxes that still need going through, you know, in my garage here, and I've got so many cards upstairs that, you know, need to be put into boxes. Here's a team bag. Here's a team bag of all Frank Thomas. They're still sealed up. I'm gonna assume they're all Frank Thomas cards. Here's a team bag of all Frank Thomas. Here's some newer basketball. James Harden, you know, or Andre Iguodala, whatever. Draymond Green, you know, Brian Taylor Stadium Club rookie card, Carmelo Anthony. Here's a sample of the Pinnacle, 95 Pinnacle sample card, Sheffield. There's a Reggie Jackson. You know, I got so many that I've got to go through, and I do put them up in boxes upstairs by player name. For delivery delays and item not received claims, you are best to delay as long as eBay allows. Okay, just keep communication with buyer and find it's helpful. It's helpful to set up a target date for a resolution. So I did that with the first one. I said, listen, dude, let's give it a week and we'll see. Maybe it'll come in the mail. Maybe there's a delay, or, you know, the mailman dropped it on the floor of his truck and, you know, whatever. And that one never showed up. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll refund you. I've done my share of refunds already. I've probably done more refunds than a lot of people that have been doing this a lot longer than me. Because, I don't know, I've got shitty mail people or something. I don't know. But, I mean, here's a camera. Are you following me again? It wasn't supposed to follow me. See what I'm saying? Like, this TV, hey, Squirrels Magnet, what's going on? This camera is following me, and I didn't do anything. So to trigger the camera, you got to do this. And then it beeps at you, and then now it's not supposed to follow me. See? But did you see me do that at any time? And all of a sudden, it's looking down my ear hole, right? I'm like, no, you're supposed to be looking at the box of cards. Because I'm over here showing the cards, and it's totally off screen. So stop following me. And I was live before this, guys. This is my second attempt at this live. I was on for over an hour, and all of a sudden, now I got to force this camera to do something that it doesn't want to do. There we go. And all of a sudden, things are good, Squirrel. Thanks for asking. All of a sudden, my screen started doing weird things. I watched my cursor going across the screen and doing things like someone else was in control of my computer. So this guy, you guys, you may be witnessing ground zero for the AI realizing it's becoming self-aware. Might be right here in this garage, because this camera is AI powered, and it does what it wants. You know, it wanted to look down my ear hole. I don't know why. I had over here looking at these cards, you know, so you guys can kind of see what I'm going through. I already looked at this little stack, but he threw me off with his the camera. You know, that one's got some kind of fecal matter on the top loader. That's disgusting. Well, I have a lot of cards that I could put up for sale. I just got to get them. And that, like I said, I had that conversation with the wife today, because I told her I think I'm going to have to go to 60,000 cards to increase my sales volume. I get a lot of 1 and 2 cards. And last night I had a 4-card 1972 Topps baseball lot order, which was great, you know. But my coupon's out there, buy 3, get 1 free. So I had to give 1 card away, like a $3 card, give it away just to sell 3 cards. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's the cost of doing business, and I understand that. That's why I put it out there as such. But still, here's a Barry Bonds big head steroids card. There's a Hondo Topps update from 83 Topps, not 84. It might even be a Tiffany, because the front looks kind of weird, like Tiffany's look. Here's a Tiffany too. That one's a Tiffany. So this little stack here is Tiffany's. That's what that is. Gotta be, right? Because it's not glossy. Like the Tiffany's are usually glossy, so I don't know. I think it's a Tiffany that didn't get glossed. I don't know. We're gonna see. But it's Frank Howard, not a Hall of Famer. This is Tiffany. Oops. No, not glossy either. So maybe they're just updates. They just someone put them in sleeves or in top loader. So whatever. I'm just gonna go with they're not Tiffany's. Nope, no gloss at all. So what do we got over here? Well, we got a really cool looking Mike Piazza card from Stadium Club. Topps Stadium Club Power Packed. And this dude had an $18 price tag on it. I don't know if I get 18 bucks for that. I have to check the scarcity of the rarity of that one. Holy cow. $18. What else we got here? There's a Babe Ruth card. This is, look, Doc Gooden. Oh, Doctor. Is that a Doc Gooden rookie card? That's 84. So, here you go. He may have not had 84 Dunros. I'm not sure if he did. That's an 85 Dunros. Here's a Julio Rodriguez. What's he doing in there? Strawberry. Here's my nemesis, Pedro Martinez. Anything special about him? Nope, not numbered or anything. Here's a Donnie Baseball from Burger King. What's this? Home run history, Barry Bonds. 175th home run. Stan the Man Musial. Paul O'Neill. Here's a Paul O'Neill Stadium Club. Numbered to 2250. Another Paul O'Neill. 4,500. This must be a Paul O'Neill Rainbow. 9,000. Some Doc Gooden, 87. And Strawberry little box. Mini box set. What's this? Here's some score thingies. Oh, here's a Maddox insert. Thunder. 12 of 20. Circa, I guess. Here's a Maddox Fleer Tradition in the clutch. It's 11 of 15 card set from 1998. Cool shiny card. Starquest Barry Bonds. I don't know. Pop out, I guess, a stand up of Bagwell and a Starquest of Irod. This has a $10 price tag on it too. I just saw that. And a bunch of 88 tops. Not a whole bunch, but enough. 89s. Necro Brothers. Times up about 100. Some Gaylord Perrys. Here's an Art Monk. Not a rookie, that's for sure. That's an Art Monk, old end of career Art Monk. John Allrood. Anyway, here's Deion Sanders football cards. Another Deion Sanders. It says Super Bowl 29. Here's a Jerry Rice. Highlights, Jerry Rice. Oh, here's a John Riggins. Nice. That's my guy, too. Riggins is my guy. Who's this? Yasiel Puig rookie card. Okay. Andrew Jones. So, quite the... Oh, what's this? Got one on... Hold on, we got a hard plastic. We've got a $30 price tag on this Frank Thomas stand and deliver wild card from Score, 24 of 24, and it's in an antique screw down, which increases the value of that card for sure. Here's an 85 Dunruss Dale Murphy, and then there's a whole bunch of these here. Bowman's Best, nice shiny. Bowman's Best here. Not sure if there's not the whole set. I don't think, because there's already duplicates of the Nomar. Three Sean Greens or something like that. That goes, yeah, card 15, then card 14. So I'd have to go through and put them in order, numerical order, to see if it's a complete set or not. We're up to card 83 already, so I don't know how many cards are in the set. But they're cool looking. They're shiny as hell. Look at them. That's shiny, man. So, but, you know, unless there's a complete set here, I am not going to worry about putting this set together at all. Here's some other cards in that set. Best Performers, Ken Griffey Jr.'s. 8 of those. Bagwell. 5 of those. Some greens. 1, 2, Piazza. Some Vladdy Daddies here. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat real quick. Get the Vladdy Daddies separated. Sorry about my bald head, guys. All right, so, oh, sorry. I didn't even know you were there. Sorry.
I just got here.
Oh, okay, good. Now I don't feel so bad. I don't want to leave you hanging, though.
I know you got me motivated to get dressed
There you
and
go.
start my
There
day
you
for
go.
real.
Yes, man. Listen, guys, throw your links in the chat. If someone in here is not subscribed to you, they've got the wrenches. They can subscribe to you. They go right to your channel without leaving their YouTube and hit you up with a subscribe. So you got to do it through YouTube. You can't do it through here, though. Even I can't do it through here.
Right.
Yeah. So
you got
So what's
yourself a ton of stuff in that garage.
oh my God, dude. If you go back and look at any of my other videos, you see my room upstairs. It's not as full as this, but it's chock full. Thousands, 100,000 cards upstairs. You know, and there's a million plus down here. And I've got a 10x10 storage unit. And there goes my camera. Oh, what'd you do, Charlie? Click the wrong button? All right, we'll see you when you come back. I'll post the link up there again, Charlie. Oh, he's back. Okay.
Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't think we can make this screen any bigger, can we? Let's go this way. Yeah, we are that way. Now that makes it smaller.
Yeah, you can go wider or you can get taller. Either way, but that's
Yeah.
probably the best you're gonna get right now.
You
Yeah.
know, unless you want something different, brother. I'm easy.
No, it's your show. I just thought I'd
You know what?
it
I
in.
don't care. I share with everybody, you know. I don't care. It's all listen though, I did have a bad experience years ago when I was on live and I had this up running, my StreamYards. Someone wanted to come in and there was like 5 or 6 people in the room. And someone wanted to come in, and I'm like, okay, but when they had their camera was turned off, just had their little icon there.
Mhm.
So I clicked on them, put them into the room, and literally it was 2 dudes naked spooning.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
you're
like,
not
oh
gonna
my
find
God,
that.
and I'm live. I'm live. And I couldn't get them off the screen fast enough because I was new to it. I'm like, how do I get this on? Then I had to rush back and get to my YouTube channel and edit that out, cut that part out of my stream.
Right.
Oh man, I had to do some heavy work there to get that out of there because, you know, at the time I was trying to get monetized and all this stuff. I was about to get banned, you know, because of this dude.
That's pretty crazy. I haven't
I was
had
nuts.
that
So
kind of experience.
I learned to be careful with people. Like there was a new guy in here that didn't have a blue wrench, and I said, "Oh, you're new to the card, new to the thing." I don't know where he's at, but it's pretty far back now. But he came in, and I'm like, "Hey, welcome. You're new. I don't remember seeing you before." But all these other guys I've seen in here, you know, and I recognize them, or I ask someone else, "Hey, do you know this guy?" And I did that with that other person, and no one had an answer for me, and I made a mistake of getting them in. So lesson learned. But I know who you are, and I know you guys have, and you guys have me on your show too, so that's great.
Yeah, we appreciate you joining us that time. It was, you know, we're all about getting different perspectives on the stuff that we do, right? So that's how our show started. Adam had been doing this for years, and I was coming in brand new. but as I've kind of gained more experience, like we need to get some more folks starting off new and seeing what you're running into and what are some of the questions
Oh,
you
yeah.
have, so yeah. So it's good to see you working through this stuff, man. It's just stacks and stacks of stuff there, right?
Dude, I got so much, and I'm going out tomorrow. I'm hitting up the flea market, and I'm gonna buy some more cards.
Really?
Yeah, and I went to a card show probably 2 weeks ago, and I came home with one non-sports card.
Okay.
One. That's all they had. Now, this was a small show, and that camera now, I didn't do anything to it, and it's following me. I tried to get it to come and look at me. I just wanted to spin it by hand, and now it's got its own mind. So, there you go. Guys, go hit Charlie up, check him out, his store and all that good stuff. I don't think I've ever been to your store either. So, I think I've been to Adams.
Yeah.
Right. But he and I we're this kind of the same. I've got a lot of vintage stuff. Like literally before you came in, I'm gonna walk off screen, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, the store keeps growing for me. Up over 17,000 listings now, getting closer to 18,000 every day. I put some more stuff out there. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but every day I put something new out there. Trying to get it to track you again?
No, I wanted to. Oh, that's right. It won't track the back of my head. That's good. No, I wanted to just look. So this is one of the boxes that was on the stack that was behind me. And I opened it up. Now it says Fleer Baseball on it, right? And that's my handwriting. That's my writing.
Yeah.
And it's got nothing but vintage in it. Let me take your thing down. Or almost all vintage. Like, I mean, this row is a whole bunch of top loaders.
Yeah.
But like
the nice yellow
tops, 59 tops, 68 tops, 61, 60s, 63, 62 Fleers, Ted Williams, Teddy Ball Game from, I don't know what year that's from. Some 75, some 74s, 73, 72s, here's 77 tops sticker, the cloth sticker ones. I don't know if you ever saw them or heard about them.
I've got some modern reprints of those. They're nice. I just sell a few of them.
Okay. Well, these are the originals. I got at least 3 of them here.
Yeah, it was like 2012, 2013 in there. Topps did a couple of insert sets with those.
Okay, yeah, I have these 3. Okay, thanks, babe. Okay, thank you. So yeah, I found this box over there, totally unexpected. I'm like, oh crap, I got more stuff to put in my store.
Yeah.
But it's time, and I just took. So I was doing 2,500 listings monthly, 2,500, and I just changed it last month because I'm like, I don't have that much room in my store. I'm locked in at 10,000 right now.
Yeah.
So I cut it back to 500. I'm not even going to do 500 probably this month. So I talked to the wife. I said, I think I'm going to just take that jump, go to 60,000 and start filling up the store, because I get the people just pick one card at a time.
Yeah.
I don't get I put out, so like Adam, like you guys influenced me a lot when it came to doing my store. So I copied Adam's filing system. Now, I don't know if he got that from you, right? Or whoever got that. He said, I think he got it from someone else.
From a viewer on our show.
Right.
She hasn't been with us in a long time,
Okay.
but she was a regular viewer when we started up, and she told us about the team bag system. And then Adam and I kind of talked through, okay, how do we combine a SKU system with that? And we made that switch shortly after, and I don't think I would ever go back to anything else.
Right. Well, I think it works great for me too, mostly. But even like your last live stream, I think you said, or the stream before that, where every once in a while there's a glitch. And I have that glitch where I can't find that one card. Where's that one card? Sometimes it's stuck to the back of the other cards because I try to penny sleeve them where Adam doesn't penny sleeve his, all of his.
Yeah.
And those penny sleeves can tend to stick.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's actually, whoa, and I have it in the next bag, the bag behind it.
Yeah.
But yet I marked it wrong. So that happens to me a couple of times. There's not one time that I wasn't able to find the card, but it's just like 3 or 4 times where I'm like, ooh, where's that card at? You know, it's there. It has to be there. I wouldn't have listed it if it wasn't there. And then I've had other problems with like 1990 tops or whatever, just say 1990 tops. The ones that came out in the micro sets, right? Well, I did the regular cards. It was a Nolan Ryan, and Card Dealer Pro put it as a micro in my store. I didn't catch it. So someone bought it, and I had to message them like, whoa, I didn't list any micro cards.
Yeah.
So I messaged the guy. He goes, yeah, no, I want the micro. I'm like, oh, shit. So I had to run and bust open my micro set that I had. Thank God I had one.
Yeah.
Pulled out the Nolan Ryan and sent it to him.
That happens sometimes.
That happens. Like, I've got to be a little bit more diligent about verifying everything that goes in now because
and usually when that happens, I think most buyers are relying more on the picture than the description. Now with the micro, depending on how you take pictures of those, if you leave a lot of border to make it clearly show as a micro, then you probably can trust that your buyer knows exactly what they want is what's in the picture. But if you zoom in on a micro and don't leave much of a margin, it's going to look just like the regular card, right?
Yeah. But I try to give, obviously a good picture of the card on my camera. I don't want my camera to fall over.
I know for me, all my minis and micros, I try to leave an exaggerated border on it. So it's very clear in the image what size that card is. Adam doesn't do that. He'll still not leave a border. Like he doesn't really put much extra time in doing things different for different cards, right?
Right.
He just pushes the volume through.
Right. I started out, I tried to be very specific, and I still am. Like when you go into Card Dealer Pro and it spits out everything, before I go ahead and finalize everything, I got to go in there. If that card's got a crease in it, I have to put creased or whatever.
Yep.
And I remember when I first started watching you guys, and I messaged Adam. I said, "Dude, those cards are creased. What do you?" Like I would never sell those cards. And I told this story before on my channel already, but I have a buddy of mine who's been doing eBay for like 25, 26 years, and he goes. I told him, I said, I don't want to be known as that guy. I don't want to be the creased card guy, right? But a lot of my sales are creased cards, and of course we talked about the non-sports stuff. And the creased cards just sell. Like I paid a guy $150 for a bunch of cards, a couple hundred cards, maybe 1,000 cards, and a lot of them ended up being creased. I'm like, shit. I popped in my store and they just sell because I feel bad, and I put them at $1.69 or something like that. I'm barely making any money on them, but those are cards I was throwing them away earlier before I had my store. I'd be doing my videos and I'd be like, instead of people just see me toss them in the trash, and they kept telling me I was nuts then, but it's not.
I am a little more selective on my creased cards and cards with flaws. Like modern cards, there's plenty of print runs and even like junk wax stuff. I typically don't put them out there. I put them right into my show value boxes, which watching the show, you probably know that I don't even price my value box anymore. I have a sign that says pay what you want. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just looking to move cards. And people are pretty generous with it, but if it's vintage cards, then I'm more inclined to put some stuff with some light creases and stuff. And then
mine were all vintage.
Yeah. And the other thing that I'll consider putting creased cards out is, all right, if I look at the listings and the sales for that, is it something that's going left and right at $1.95 in near mint condition? Well, then I'm not going to bother putting a creased card out. But if I don't
Right.
see a lot of volume moving on that card and it looks, a little less plentiful, then I am going to put it out and I'm going to grade down the condition properly. I don't typically spend a lot of time putting creased or what the damage is in my title because characters are at such a premium. But I do make sure to downgrade the condition. I might put some things in the description that call it exactly why I downgraded it.
Okay.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, I do. I don't say why I downgraded it, but rarely do you get one on my store that's going to say mint or near mint. Everything is excellent because the excellent range is so wide that it can be creased and they can still consider it to be an excellent. I would never consider that excellent. So you look, I'm showing you what's on the floor there. You see there's some cards on the floor and stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I toss out a handful of cards every week. In fact, let me show you one. Just recently, it comes to mind that I was kind of particular with it. So I've been going through some 80s and early 90s cards lately, going through complete set boxes to kind of get what I want out of it. So here's an 85 Topps Collector Series. This is a Hank Aaron card.
Nice.
And on camera, it doesn't look that bad, right?
Right.
Which, initially I was going to put that out there, but once you get a good look at it, you can start to see creases all through it. And then when I count this in near mint, this is a $1.50 to $1.99 card. If 100 people can go out there right now this minute and buy this card in perfect condition for $1.99 or $1.50, why would I spend time to put it out there at the same price and hope somebody took it in lesser condition, right? So for me, I still spend some time thinking about what's the rarity of that card versus the condition. And if it's more rare, then I will take a chance on condition sensitive stuff a little more with some creases and some gum stains and stuff like that. But if somebody can just randomly go out and get one in 30 seconds at the same price it would cost me to list creased, I'm not going to put it out there with damage, So this goes right in my Junk Wax Jubilee box for the show.
Okay.
And I do see people grab them in there, but then they're paying, 10 cents to a quarter.
Okay.
And I don't have to worry about the shipping costs and the packaging costs and all of that stuff.
Okay. Let me hold on a second. I'm trying to get my shit back up. There we go. All right. So yeah, I do the same thing basically with my vintage cards.
Yeah.
If they're creased, I originally I didn't want nothing to do with them, but my friend and other people convinced me, like, no, that you're throwing away money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh wait, we'll see, and they just sell. If you price them right, they sell. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I take my personal preferences and try to apply it to other people, and it doesn't work. They have their preferences. Cards that are marked on the back, I won't buy if I can avoid it. But I have bought some because I didn't take my glasses with me, so I couldn't read very well on the cards. Yeah, and they were marked up. So I did get some the last time I went up home. 1952 Topps. I bought 20 of them for $60, $3 a piece. I'm like, all right, I can probably turn them for $5 each, right? They're 52 Topps. I can probably get $5 each for them. And my thing is, like, if I buy something, I want to double my sales. That way I know I made a profit, because I'm not taking, there's shipping, there's the cost of your shipping materials, right? All that. So if I figure if I spent $60, I got to make 120 to feel like I made a little bit of money, right? I made something out of it, at least made my money back. So that's what I do. My one lot I bought was $500. I paid for this stuff. Shouldn't have bought it. I know you asked me about what I went up there. I drove all the way 120 miles north up into PA to look at this kid's collection, and there was nothing in there that hindsight was really worth it.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm still going through it. That's part of this crap over here. Let me see if the camera's following me. It's not following me. But it's locked up. So it's I gotta turn the whole thing.
Don't you love all this technical stuff of going live?
Yeah, that Adam let you handle all that. But all this stuff here, and from here over to there, plus I had a bunch more,
Okay.
is all part of that $500 lot. I spent a lot of money on it. They're also spread out over here. I have some.
Yeah.
And I've got to go pick out all the Hall of Famers. And then I got to put lots together now out of it to try to get that 500. I've made 130 or 50 bucks out so far in sales out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I track them too in my SKU system. I either mark it on the drawer, part of the $500 lot, or part of the $40 lot, or the $60 lot. Sometimes it's in the SKU part of the number. Other times I just mark it with a piece of tape and stick it on the drawer because that's all that's in the drawer. You know, out of that $500 lot, there was 1,1983 Fleer cards in there, mostly comments.
Yeah.
I scanned them all, put them in the store, individual. There might have been 5 of the same one. I made them all individual, sucked up a whole bunch of my listings that way. But you know, I'm like, I'm covered. Especially now since that one guy came back with that whole complaint about the card was inferior. I'm like, oh my God.
That one really gets under your skin, doesn't it?
Oh, that got under my skin. I'm like, inferior. That's such a wide range. What's inferior about it? Looks like a great card to me. I'd buy that card, you know, for $1.69 or $79, whatever you paid for. It was $1.89.
Yeah.
Because it was a Hall of Famer. I'm like, $1.89, dude. You know,
that's
good
the thing.
Why did you buy it? Why did you buy it from me to begin with? Because that was the best price out there.
Right.
And then you're going to complain.
That's the thing I had to learn early on, because I would get wrapped up in that early on because I didn't have a lot of feedback yet. So everything mattered to me. Not that it doesn't matter now, but like the percentage of impact on each feedback I got early on was so much higher than it is now that, you know, I have quite a bit out there. To your point you made earlier, okay, now I'm at 99.9. Is that going to stop somebody from buying a card from me? No, right?
No.
But when you're starting out early on, you get 1 or 2 bad feedbacks and you might be at like 50%. And then people are more likely to pass along, right?
Right. I don't even look at that when I buy off of someone. I look at the price of the card and the condition. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Years ago, I may have looked at that. Now, if I go on and buy something, I don't even care what his rating is.
Yeah, I don't seek it out. But if I happen to incidentally notice that, and especially now knowing how the system works, and I'm like, dude, there's really no reason any reputable seller should be less than 97, 98%. It is not that hard to keep a pretty high feedback rating, right? So if I were to see some outlier number, that would stop me and make me go look at their feedback. And if I saw things like, hey, you know, took payment, never delivered card, sent the wrong card consistently, canceled orders on me, stuff like that, then I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that hassle. I get enough that I have to deal with as a seller, right? I don't want to deal with it as a buyer too.
True that. I hear you.
Yeah.
But the one, so we're talking about that one guy that gave me that bad feedback like 3 months in. I was like, oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
You know, there goes my career ruined now, right? What am I going to do now, right?
Yeah.
But I went and checked his feedback. And as a buyer, he wasn't a seller, he was strictly buyer. And he had a bunch of 2,000 some, but like every 6th or 7th one was a negative feedback.
Yeah. See?
So many, gave so many negative feedbacks, and I put it on the Discord channel. I typed the guy's name and all this stuff, and I blocked him.
Yeah.
Right. I have an index card. I forget sometimes that it's on my table up there, and it says jackass eBay buyers. Right. And I have his name on there. When I do my videos and stuff, I just looked up the other day and like, oh shit, there's that card, that index card.
Yeah.
Move it.
I would look at it as there's kind of 2 groups of people that leave negative feedback. One is people that really don't understand how the whole process works. Like, you know, I had someone message me this morning, hey, the tracking says it delivered this morning. I didn't get anything. And I had to explain the whole process of, hey, that's not how USPS works. Doesn't mean it's in your hands when it switches to delivered. It means it's ready for delivery. Give it
Right.
through Monday and it'll show up, right? The other group, I think, is chronic bad actors. That's their game. Just being difficult, trying to scam cards, trying to get cards for free, hoping they get that refund, and just trying to make life hell for others. And you can't control that group. The first group, you can help educate them, right?
Right.
But the second group, you just gotta say, hey, that's just part of doing business, and I'm not gonna let that affect my day, you know?
Yeah, I know that guy was a bad actor, and this
Yeah.
other guy, I didn't even bother checking his feedback or anything like that. I'm like, all right, you know what? And I put him on my block list too. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't have to deal with you again. That's it. There's 2 people on my block list within the first 6 months, 6.5 months of
Yeah.
my thing already, you know?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I just don't want to deal with that guy. Like you said, I get enough where my card wasn't delivered. Did you send it? Like, yeah, I sent it,
Yeah.
you know? And I checked the tracking, like that one I said, June 29th, I processed his refund. July 2nd, the card was delivered to his house.
Right.
Now the honor system would have been, oh, dude, I got the card. You know, how can I pay you back? How can I give you money back?
Yep.
No, it's just like, I'm keeping the card, and he for me, I win one.
I had a
Yeah.
couple of people come back later and say, hey, I got the card. Sorry, you know, you want me to Venmo some cash or something like that? And depending on what it is, like if it's a $1.99 card, I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. You
Yeah,
took
and
time out to check on this. I appreciate it. But if it's like a $10, $20, $30 card, then I'd be like, here's my Venmo.
Yeah, of course. We gotta and so before I became a seller, I was a buyer. But
Yeah.
and I was a difficult guy one time, but because I didn't understand the whole bulk listing thing.
Yeah.
And this guy made the same mistake where he listed a card that was perfect.
Yeah.
Not perfect standard, but it was a team card checklist on the back. And I checked the back because I don't want ink on my cards.
Yeah.
And it was a good card, so I bought it. And it came and it was all marked off on, I mean, heavy mark, like both
Yeah.
sides, everyone was marked off. I'm like, oh, whoa. So I contacted the guy, and I never gave bad feedback. I'm like, I want to give him a chance because I understand how that works. And I knew back then that it really affected their ratings. I didn't want to screw somebody over. I wanted to give him a chance. So I'm like, dude, this isn't the card that you had pictured. And so it was the same thing that this guy gave me, except I didn't say inferior card. I said, no, I wanted the card that's pictured. My thing is, I don't want marked up cards. That's why I bought it. He goes, oh, I'm sorry. Listen, it was a bulk listing. We'll get you a new card out to you right away. And he sent me another card.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? That one was check marked too. It was all marked off on the back again. I'm like, so I contacted him again. And now I'm a little upset, but I'm like, dude, I thought we had this conversation. I'll send these cards back to you. They are absolutely no good. I'm going to throw them in the trash or send them back to you. They are no good to me. I don't want them. What I would like to have is the card. I said, I don't want to give you negative feedback. That's not my deal. It's not what I'm about. And I understand, like, you're out this money for this card. I get it. But I just want that card. That's all I want. And it doesn't have to be the one pictured. It just has to be one that is similar to that where it's not marked on the back. After the first conversation in typing, you know, like, hey, I don't want ink or I don't want cards marked or nothing. I need one that's clean. He goes, oh, they must not have checked it before we sent it out. Sorry about that. We'll send it. And I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And I didn't give him a bad rating about it. I'm just like, okay, everything was good. No problem.
Yeah, it reminds me of when I first started getting out on eBay again, I don't know, like 3 years ago now. I didn't understand the whole process that goes into it, right? Like I've been working 30 years in the transportation business. I know how long it takes to go from A to B every day, but I didn't know how USPS operated, right? So I remember early on, I bought some cards from a seller and did the feedback, and I gave positive feedback, but you know, the star system, 4 stars, 5 stars, whatever. So as I was doing that on what is the one for delivery or delivery speed or something like that?
Right.
I did 4 stars instead of 5 because it took like 2 weeks for this card to come from, 250 miles away. Right. So I didn't give negative feedback overall. It's just the star I did 4 instead of 5 because it took forever. And this woman sent me a nasty gram just laying into me for giving her 4 stars on that and then blocked me. And I was like, okay, that seems a little excessive, but only now do I understand why it meant so much to her and how wrong I was to give her the 4-star rating on delivery for something that was out of her control. But that's group 1, right? Buyers you can educate.
Right. And so she could have approached it differently with her education of you instead of chastising you because you didn't understand how the system worked. I was probably the same way when I first started on buying on eBay. It's like, well, this took forever to get her. I mean, yeah, I finally got her, but it took forever.
Yeah.
You know, it said it's supposed to be on this day, this day, this day.
Yeah.
And so you work your way through all that when you get a better education on that.
And if she had explained it, you know, rationally and asked me for a revision request, I certainly would have done that, you know? So.
Right.
Yeah, it's all those little things you learn as you get going and move along. And it did take me a while, though. I would say it was a good 6-8 months before I stopped sweating about every little feedback that came through.
I thought it was over it too, but when that one showed up with the word inferior on it, I'm like, what the hell? I was upset. I was like, what the hell? I'm looking at the card because he sent me an image of the card back, and it had my yellow painter's tape on the top loader and all that good stuff. I mean, I knew it was mine, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, it's very slightly off center.
Yeah.
What's the problem? What's inferior about it? Is it creased? What happened to the card? I'm thinking it was destroyed. No, second communication back from him. I first said, well, what do you mean by inferior? What's inferior about the card?
Yeah.
Well, the one in the picture was centered, perfectly centered. I'm like, it's not a PSA 10.
Yeah.
You're looking for a PSA 10. And you're gonna lose your money if you send that out for grading. The one that was in the picture, because even that one was.
That's the other realization I eventually got too. Is not every buyer understands the PSA grading system, right? You say something is near mint or better, that covers like at least 3 grades. That's not a 10 every time, right?
Yeah.
And getting a 10 is pretty random, right? So, but not all buyers understand that, and they expect every card they buy to get a 10.
Pack fresh, got to be a PSA 10.
Yeah. How many cards have you opened out of a pack and found a manufacturer defect on it?
Yeah, I've opened many a pack and wish there was a 10 in there.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. So what's your plan? What are you guys doing this weekend? You got a card show, goat show, or?
Yeah, nothing card related this weekend professionally as far as a show or promoter. I'm heading up north for a friend's 50th birthday this afternoon. The kids are out with grandma and aunt to a water park for the weekend. So mom and I are heading up north for some quiet time where I'll probably do some more listing. And football season's kicking up, high school football here in Wisconsin. So we're in the middle of our what we call contact days. It's 5 days before camp really starts, where we do some of the basic install stuff and get them familiar with the routine. So I'll get ready for a couple more days of that next week, but that's about it. I was supposed to be at a golf outing today that kind of fell apart for me. So it was a bonus day. That's why I was still in my PJs when I started watching your show.
I was joking, like, what, in your underwear or what? What the hell?
Yeah. So question for you with all those cards. I know one of the things I battle when I look at my back stock is I start doing calculations in my head. Let's say if I were to list all of this, how long would that take? Let's say I don't list all of it. How long is it going to take for me to go through it and sort out what I want to list and what I don't want to list? So I'm sure you think about that at times as well. How do you plan to attack the time requirements in this business to do all that? I mean, it helps you retire.
That's big. That's a big key. I can pick and choose a day. Like today, I chose today as a day. I was going to come down yesterday and do it, but I do a Thursday with Donald Blumdahl on his live stream,
Mhm.
and I just kind of sit back and it's his thing. I let him do his thing. Like he goes through all his Hall of Fame cards, and then I'll ask, hey, anybody want to see a box of cards? I got upstairs is where I do it, and I've got 3,200 count, 4 or 5 row count boxes of like Mark McGuire cards, Barry Bonds cards, whatever. So
Yeah.
I got them. You got Barry Bonds? Oh yeah, sure. Bring up a whole box of Barry Bonds. Sure, let's look through. But you might have 10 or 20 of the same card in that box. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how many different Barry Bonds cards can you have if you don't go out and seek them out as your PC? Which I
Right.
don't. I don't PC Barry Bonds. They come to me as they come to me.
Yeah.
But so being retired just makes it like a world of fun. I have nothing. I do my grandkids every once in a while. They come over and that'll chew up a big chunk of my day. But I nap during the day,
Mhm.
and then I'll be up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning doing whatever, sorting
Yeah.
cards. I really enjoy sorting cards. When I get a box of cards, and let's
Yeah.
just open this one up. And if it's all the same, this is not, but I like them when they're not even organized like this. Like this is organized to me. You can see
Yeah.
it, right? I want it where they're just all rainbow colors throughout the thing.
Mhm.
And even this one's organized. You know what I'm saying? Like I get one that's all different colors, and then that gets me excited. And I
Yeah.
really look forward to sorting. Like now, Donald has one of the big plastic trays that put them in. I don't. I just lay them out on the table. I started out upstairs with the table, and that was the whole thing. I was going to sort, and all of a sudden I had thousands of the same kind. So now I got to put them in boxes. And now the whole room upstairs is cluttered with boxes under the tables, boxes on top of the tables,
Yeah.
right? And I still got all this to go through. And that's
Yeah.
not even counting my storage unit. So I enjoy the sort when it's a big mixture. And obviously when I hit a vein of vintage, it gets me excited. Even though I was collecting them back in the day as a kid, pretty much, not the 60s, but from 71 on, I was
Mhm.
buying and opening packs of those. So, but I get excited when I see them because it's like my childhood coming back too. And
Like
then
I
it
said,
gets a little
it's
flashback.
memories.
Yeah, like you said, yeah, it's a little flashback of, oh, I remember opening these up with my brothers and stuff like that, And then I think about, decades ago, my one brother sold me all his cards for like $50. So I got all his cards, Then my other brother gave me all his cards. My twin brother gave me all his cards. And
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to my oldest brother's cards. What happened to his? Maybe I traded, because I don't know where my comic books are. Maybe I traded comic books for him. In a way, I got the cat. The cat's hanging out. See over back there?
Oh yeah.
Those cats love to climb around these boxes. They're in here up to almost to the ceiling.
Yeah.
In here. This room was packed. I had a little walkway here, and I had to get everything out because I had to have construction people come in. They said, well, we're going to have to break up your foundation over here. My house is on a slab, and
Okay.
leaked water down through the garage, and it ruined a bunch of cards. The water just, they acted like sponges. The ends of the boxes popped off because the cards soaked up so much water.
Right.
So I had to move it all into storage, and now I've got to bring it all back in here, and I got to straighten this all out.
Yeah.
So, but sorting, I love sorting. I don't mind it, but also there are times where I'm sorting. I'm like, oh, this is boring as hell too. When you get string, sometimes it gets boring. So what do I do? Because I think you guys talked about on your last live stream about someone asked a question about burnout, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So listing burnout is the same as sorting burnout and listing burnout. It's all the same. When you get burnout, even when you do your YouTube videos, I went through all that burnout. I went through all the burnouts. So YouTube's, I've got, I don't know, 14 or probably 1,500 videos on my channel, right? I've gone back to not as many videos anymore. I do a weekly sales because I copied off of Adam because people enjoyed the heck out of his weekly, his daily. He was doing daily. My daily were nothing. So I got to combine mine. First I did a weekly and it ended up being a couple hours long. I'm like, can't kill people with that. Yeah. So I do Monday through Thursday, and then I do Friday, Saturday, Sunday as a weekend sales videos. And that's what I put out now. I got one upstairs that now I got to I've already done the editing, and now I just got to upload it to YouTube, and it'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
But I go back now to, for my relaxation, I just play my video games and I get away from everything
Mm-hmm.
and I unwind. And I'll do, like my buddy Jeff says to me, he goes, well, since you're doing this, there's not going to be any more gaming time for you. I'm like, okay, you say so. In the beginning, yeah, because it was fun. I was listing stuff. And I'm almost in my max, and I don't want to go over my max right now. But I'm also now like, sure, I gotta get to that 60 grand because I got some cards to list, and I want to get more sales. I want to generate more sales. And right now, all my sales are like, most of them are like 85% of them are single card sales.
Yep.
You know, that kills you on shipping, you know, but, you know, I still want to do that. But I take my breaks when my mind is not in it anymore.
Yep.
So that's how you preserve yourself. You have to take that break.
You do.
My buddy Jeff, who's been doing this for 26 years, doing the whole eBay thing, he goes on vacations every year. He puts his store, I'm off on vacation, I'll be back then. And he comes back and he gets all his orders that came in and puts them out and sends them away. But he goes on vacations, and that helps him rejuvenate. And also, when I got into it, he said he gave me credit for sparking him now to do even more listings. And so it's like a competition now between he and I. Not really, because he is way better at it and does way more high-end cards, you know, that he sells. Where I'm still like the wrinkled card guy. And he told me, oh, well, it looks like you're that guy, because I told him I didn't want to be that guy. And he goes, well, it looks like you're that guy now, because I sell these cards. And so, but he's been doing it for 26 years, and he's helped me out to get through the eBay thing and walk me through some of the stuff. And I've been to his house a couple of times. When I first wanted to do it, a month or two prior, I went to his house and he showed me the whole process. What you need to get, you know, blah, 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 boom. And the expenditures that you got to get for this. And so, yeah, I credit him for helping me get started in the eBay thing. And I help you guys for helping me get my system up and running, though.
Yeah, you got to have a good system or you'll get crushed in this business.
and I'll tell you, just like I tell everyone else, take a break too.
Yeah.
Unwind. Do what you want to do. You know, if you don't want to list cards, you don't have to list every day. Of course, it would be nice. Like the theory is, you sell one, you list one. And that does work. That does work. I listed those 1,400 1983 Fleer cards, and it didn't generate but a couple sales. 1,400 cards in one day. Boom. Nothing.
Yeah.
Why didn't I get 1,400 sales back? But the whole trickle in, trickle out works.
Yeah.
And there is an algorithm. I've sold, like, I had like 14 1979 tops Dale Murphy cards. They're all gone really quick. Within a month or two, they're all gone. And now it's the 1979 tops, like home run leaders cards. A lot of Pete Rose is selling for me and stuff like that, along with, you know, my non-sports, which is great. I was lucky enough that I had a bunch of non-sports to get started. I had to go out and buy a bunch. I accumulated it in these collections, you know. So, but yeah, it's you know, it's a challenge at times. Test your patience and your mental toughness when you get the negative.
It's a grind. That's what we say all the time. It's a grind.
It can be a grind if you let it.
Yeah.
If you let it. I walk away when I get done with this, and this is 3 hours and 15 minutes in, and I can talk. I've done as long as 5-hour live streams before. I can talk. I can talk about cards. I can do whatever. I can show cards. I got a lot of stuff that I can show. Nothing fancy, nothing great. There ain't no PSA 10, you know. I was going to say Mike Trout, but I actually do have one of those. But, you know, like a Gowdy, Babe Ruth or anything. I don't have those kind of cards. I do have some old cigarette cards, but nothing to really write home about. Not huge collection again. Like first I was going to do, well, let me just have one of every card, like manufactured. And that's nah. You know what I mean? You modify your thing, your hobby as you go along, your PC and stuff like that.
You do.
And now I'm more of a seller than a collector. And it's sad to say because I always was a collector and I was always down on resellers, the guys that would go to the Targets and the Walmarts and buy all those boxes. Didn't
Yeah.
leave anything on the shelf for me as a collector. Now, as a seller, I know as a collector, you're losing money every time you buy one of those boxes. You're
Yeah.
not where you're going to get your money back.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the fun of the chase, I guess.
Yeah. Usually, so when I look at buying retail products, you have to go into it, the phrase, for amusement only, right?
There you go. Entertainment purposes.
If I'm lucky, I can get 1 or 2 cards out of there that get pretty close to paying for the box.
That's
and
all
then
you
I
can
know
hope
I've got all these other ones that over the course of a couple years, maybe I can make a couple bucks off of that box, right?
for. Right. I'm sitting on a ton, I almost said a bad word, a ton of unopened wax.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on, there's 2 big totes down here. There's a tote here. I think I got another tote over there somewhere. Plus I got unopened packs, like thousands of unopened packs of wax, not just
Mhm.
unopened boxes, but packs too, that I don't like. The only time I felt the need to open something was when I got that Monopoly basketball, that new stuff, right? Fairly new. Might be last year's, whatever it is, but and those racing cards that I picked up, what I told you about on one of your streams. That
Yeah.
oh, I got these indie cards. Ooh,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Parkside, yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, I'm excited. I want to open them up. And I got nothing. I got a couple of shiny cards, but no autographs, nothing in there. Thank goodness it was only $5 for the box.
Yeah.
It's like a 53 cards in the box. It's a hanger box, but I didn't invest a lot in that one.
You know, those were interesting in that the first week I was buying them, I was getting autos and shiny parallels and just about every hanger box. But I've seen that back down as I've gotten subsequent boxes. It's almost like, I mean, it's supposed to be random, right? But it sure feels like it was front loaded around the release to have
I was going
more.
to say, I think they did that on purpose to generate sales and have people put the word out like, oh my God, I got this guy, I got this guy. And then all of a sudden, let's put out all the scrubs now, all the, what does Mikey G say? YouTuber, he says the Albenchos, the guys that sit the bench, with the Albenchos in there now, and you're used to getting the hits, and now all of a sudden, like you said, ooh, the well is run dry. What the heck?
Yeah,
what's going on here? Now all of a sudden, instead of being ahead of the game, you're now back to being even, kind of like the casino. At least you didn't lose everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You're even, and you know enough now. Put the brakes on that one.
Yeah.
So and so I found myself now when I go to card shows, I want to pick up non-sports.
Yeah,
because that's the thing that everybody seems to want. Not Pokemon. I'm out of my league in Pokemon, like a lot of us sports card collectors. We're out of our league in Pokemon.
Yeah.
But all the other ones we can find our way through. And I've been lucky. Like I said, I've had some that I accumulated in collections that I bought. Because it was all or nothing. You take it all. So I'm like, I'll take it all. Like this cup. This cup was in one of the collections. Where's the camera? I'm not a Phillies fan, but this cup was in the collection. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm taking that cup home.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat my Yankees, right? Get over here, camera. I guess I moved too fast for Smarty here. Now he's.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Well, listen, my friend, it's been a pleasure dropping in on you. I
appreciate it, man. It makes it more fun to have someone else here to interact with instead of talking to the screen. And anytime you want to join in, you're welcome to. And I put that out for everybody. Come on in and join. Share your cards. Show something. Show us something. Next time you come, if you come in and join, bring a box of cards with you and flash them up there and let us see something that you've got. Recent pickups.
Staring at a bag that I was just gonna go through because I need to see if I picked up some football in there. I can grab it quick and see if there's anything.
Go ahead, show us. I got time, man. I'm retired. I got time. I got plans for tomorrow. That's it.
I got an appointment in about 45 minutes. I got to get to, but always got time to reach into a random bag of stuff and see what I can find. So
Okay.
what do we got here? Oh, we got some lenticular stuff. I don't know.
How do I make you bigger?
There should be a view on the bottom of your screen that just has the one. Yeah, but you got to switch to the other one. Yeah.
Okay, so how do I just click on you?
I think so. You can spotlight someone. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, I don't know. Let's see. I keep showing my belly.
Yeah.
There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. There's
Yeah.
that one.
You would have to swap our positions, I think, to make it work.
Oh, I don't know. See, you're the guy. I don't know. How do we swap positions?
Yeah, and I don't have your controls up in front of me to tell you exactly what it looks like, so I'm just working off.
Oh, I swapped it. Hold on. I just drug your image over top where mine was.
Yeah,
All right,
and then
let's see.
I do the single. There you
There
go.
you go. Now I got you. People don't have to look
Yeah.
at my belly.
So let's see. I got some of these lenticular cards here I picked up at a recent show. So you got Junior
Okay.
Sale here, and I picked up a nice little bundle of those. They're heavy
Nice.
too. I was on a buying spree, some Topps Chrome. So you got Bill's Great, Don Beebe. I like some of those guys that are not the superstars, but are like
Okay.
team legends, right?
Okay.
You got the glimmer and gleam here. So TD, that kind of stuff. What do I got here? Doug Williams, the orange creamsicle Tampa Bay.
Looks
let's
better in
see.
his Redskins uniform.
Yeah. Little Marvin
Anyone-
Harrison.
Okay. The Jailbird from Philly.
Yeah. The blue foil there. What do we got? This etched in stone Michael Vick. Yeah.
He
So
paid his
he-
debt to society. He's all right.
He did. Yeah. I love these airborne inserts. So here's a little Roger Staubach.
Okay.
Airborne.
I like the old players and the new cards. They look really nice.
Yep.
Oh, they
A
look so
little-
good on the
Little
cards.
sparkly foil Stetson Bennett. Might have jumped the shark on Stetson Bennett, but
Yeah, I never heard
this
of them.
was for pennies, so I was like, I'll take a chance on that.
If it was numbered, you'd be doing real good.
Yeah. I think there's still a market for Eli. I'll pick up some Eli once in a while. Legends.
Okay.
of the
I
Fall.
do too once in a while.
Yeah.
You don't pay attention.
I think Mike Evans will continue to have a good year as he's getting towards the end of his career. He started getting a lot of buzz last year, and I wanted to capitalize on that. A little Cam Newton prism. Draft
Okay,
pick,
nice.
Auburn. I like the college stuff, to be honest with you. I know some guys stay away from that,
Right.
but I'm a fan of it.
If you're a Cam Newton collector, if you PC Cam Newton, you're going to want that card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you can never go wrong with some Barry Sanders.
I just picked up a bunch of Barry Sanders last week.
Yeah. Got some
I just put them
Favre.
in my store. No sales though.
No sales yet?
Not
Okay.
yet. Not yet. I put them in my store the other day.
I do like the old school Hall of Famers. I will pick up reprints of them at times, modern cards of them. So here's a Lou Grazia.
Okay.
We got here Tom Fears. I love the history of the games, and I figure there's got to be other people out there that have an appreciation as well. We got Eddie Lacy before he became Fat Eddie Lacy.
Okay.
Let's see. We got a dual threats Derrick Henry. The only reason I got this is because it's the image of him throwing instead of running.
Okay.
So, I
So it's
like
image variation.
exactly. I like the
Okay.
thought of, seeing images you wouldn't always see.
Right.
Mike Allstott in the creamsicle jersey. Oh, here we go. A little Dwight Clark from the 49ers. That was my
Yeah.
team in the 80s. Growing up, I was a big 49ers fan. There wasn't
Yeah, they were winning
Wasn't much-
everything.
much to root about here in Green Bay in the 80s. Okay, here's a Deshaun Jackson die cut. So if you watch the show, Adam and I are both real big on the die cuts. We like those a lot.
Okay.
Always a decent market on those. Wisconsin great and Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. I'm an offensive line coach, so I always have a soft spot in my heart for those offensive linemen when I see the ones that have made a difference in the game. What else we got in here? Little Marshawn Lynch from Press Pass 2009. So we got him in his Cal jersey.
Yeah, beast, right?
Yeah,
Beast mode or
beast
something
mode,
like that.
beast
He
mode.
is. Beast mode.
I am a huge fan of Topps Gold Label. I buy them anytime I see them in good condition. Here's a Javon Curse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
Some
love the
of
quality of those.
today.
Yeah. How about a Rod Woodson pennant? Love the pennant cards.
I've had a lot of Rod Woodson sales
Yeah.
of cards out of my store. Like every one that I had, I sold. I didn't have a bunch of them, but if you had 5 of them, all 5 of them sold.
Right. Another die cut. I love the gloved hands in the die cut. So you got Deshaun Jackson and the Redskins uni. So yeah, I mean, you're always looking for some of those Hall of Famers. There's a Phoenix, Emmitt Smith, Fireburst, I believe.
No, it would have been nicer if he was in this Phoenix Cardinals uniform on that Phoenix card.
So I have one of those in the Phoenix uniform. Until I picked up that card, I pulled it out of a box buy I made, and I was like, damn, I forgot Emmitt went to the Cardinals for a season or two.
And picked up a card like that too.
Michael Strahan.
Okay.
And that's an insert defense sack leader, I believe. Little Favre in the Vikings uni with SP.
Yeah.
Generations of Mike Singletary and Sean Merriman. So again, I fall into the history of the game a lot of times. Little Jerry Rice. I don't know if you can see it.
I don't think you can go wrong with Jerry Rice. I haven't sold a lot of Jerry Rice, but he's still such a household name that.
Yep. I sell it consistently but slowly.
Okay.
So I don't think you can see it behind me, but there's a Jerry Rice autographed mini helmet back there too, because he's one of my guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A little Steve Young. He does well for me as well. Lefty Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
There's another Fleer Metal Universe Steve Young.
So Metal Universe are supposed to be very good sellers. I don't know. I don't have many listed, but I do have some that I intend to put up. As I find them, I'll put them up. Doesn't matter who they are. Figure if someone's going to be a set builder, they might want that card.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not a huge ceiling card, but there are people that really like the look of them.
Yes,
there are certain teams that I will go for versus the player. And Alabama is one of those. So I got a couple Mac Jones cards. There's the Prism. Here's a Gold Ice. Again, pennies for these cards at shows in making those bulk buys. So it makes sense to take a risk. Yeah, some of them might not sell for a while, but I'm okay with that because I'm not making a huge investment on it. Always grab Walter Payton when you see him out there for pennies.
Last week I went to the flea market. I picked up 84 or 85 Walter Payton for like under $1.
Yeah.
I got like 11 or 12 cards for like $10. I'm like,
yeah, absolutely.
The Walter Payton card. Oh my God.
Absolutely. Yeah. A little Tiki Barber rookie, blue foil rookie.
Okay.
Enjoy that. Another Payton.
There you go.
Yeah. So I had a pretty decent selection. Lately I haven't been in hardcore buying mode because the Nationals coming up. There's a little Barry Sanders again.
Very
but whenever I'm at a show, I'm gonna look through some boxes eventually, right? And then I can afford to be a little more selective too these days because I don't feel the pressure to buy. A little Troy Aikman phone card on this one. I don't know if you have any of those. Yeah.
I've got like a Cal Ripken one. I even got some kind of actress or something. I got one of her actress card. Hasn't sold, but I never knew the name. But
yeah.
Phone card. I put it up in my store.
I think this insert set is called Through the Years, but another die cut set. Curtis Martin on that. So a little Curtis Martin. Yeah. Of course, Wisconsin's own J.J. Watt. A little
Nice.
MVP die cut. So that's the kind of stuff I buy. Given a second chance to some Justin Fields, new home. Let's see what he can do. So if I see a decent Justin Fields card, I'll pick that up too. But yeah, that's kind of the stuff that I shop in. No big cards, you'll notice. It's for me, it's all about making those small purchases.
Right.
It's a nice Prism Refractor, Mike Singletary. Got a good
Nice.
look at the eyes there. Little LT Prism.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. I always grab Lawrence Taylor when I see him. A nice color match, Jerry Rice, red
Nice.
foil. That's
Lot of red
actually
in that.
framed too. Yeah, that's a framed Panini Gridiron Kings is what
That
that's
card almost
named.
makes my eyes bleed. There's so much red in it.
That was a lot. Little John Stallworth from the Steelers, green
Okay.
foil die cut. Let's see. Oh, we got something from the U. Who'd we pick up here? Andre Johnson Paydirt. That's from Press
Okay.
Pass again. Nice, prismatic card there.
Yeah.
Got some refractor nature there. Oh, I got a little mini too. Teddy Two Gloves in the mini chrome. So, and that's actually a rookie for him. That you can thank Adam for that one. He's always harping about Teddy Two Gloves.
Why? Is he a seller? Did he sell Teddy? That's Bridgewater, right?
Yeah. Adam sells them.
Really, I kind of pass over every one of them that I see.
Yep. The little Favre with the Falcons, and that is, I don't know if you can see the stamp on there, but that's a sample card.
No, nice.
Yeah.
I look for those too, like pre-production cards and sample cards and stuff like
Yep.
that too.
Couple Montana with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish,
Yeah.
like that. This is a modern card, Will Anderson, but sometimes I buy a card just because I love the design and I figure someone else will love it too. But this is a fight song insert from Bowman U for Will Anderson.
Alabama.
Just think it's, in Alabama. Another LT Legends of the Fall. Like the design of that. Little Larry Fitzgerald Dominators. Very common card, but I think they have a cool look to them, so I pick them up.
Yeah, he kind of just faded away, right? I mean, he just quietly went into retirement.
He kind of did, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I used to watch football like a lot too, like anybody else. I haven't watched any sports in years since the pandemic. I just stopped watching because everything got too political.
Yeah.
And so I just stopped watching sports, even baseball. So I'm so out of touch with basketball and hockey and football, even baseball. I just, buy what I like.
Yeah. How about Tennessee Legacy with Peyton Manning and Jason Witten?
Okay.
Yeah.
And his nephew's supposed to be a hot shot, right?
Yep. Arch. Here's a lenticular Barry Sanders.
Nice.
Movement on that. And then here's the last one I'll show you. Collector's Edge Gold Ingot Barry Sanders.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff. I'll have to grab a few of these. So I use the scanner, as you know, and you can flip it back to both of us if you want. I won't show anymore, but I use the scanner daily. But I don't like scanning the shiny cards. So what I do typically is I'll send 100 or so scanned cards through, but then I'll grab a couple cards off of a stack like this gold label, and I'll just, hand photograph 5 or 6 of those to mix in as well every day. So I'm always kind of moving some of the back stock into my listing, whether it's shiny or not shiny, scannable or not scannable. So,
and you got your photo box too that you use too.
I do. It's right on the shelf behind me here, next to the scanner right now. So yeah, I'll that's exactly what I'll do is I'll turn around, I'll turn the lights on in the box and set my camera on top of it here, and it's really just one step away from me here. Light it up, place my card, get that camera app going on my phone, and then center that in there. boom, flip it over, get the back, and I'm pretty well set. I do a direct download from my phone to my laptop and then run it through Car Dealer Pro.
Okay.
Yeah. So makes for a pretty quick flip of listing the shiny stuff without a scanner. It worked well for me so far, and I plan on continuing to do it. Plus, the photo box is pretty portable for me, so
Right.
I've got a handle on it. When we head up north today, I'll just put this in the back of the truck, and I'll continue listing some stuff while I'm up there. So,
Okay. And that's the photo box version 2.0.
that's the 2.0. I put a little more.
Adam has the
custom on it.
prototype. Oh my God. He's
Yeah,
got the prototype.
He does have the prototype. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun talking with you. I'm glad I
Yeah, I
jumped
had a lot
on
of fun.
for
I had a
one.
lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Let me know anytime you need anything, and we appreciate you as a loyal listener on our show as well. Which, if
I may get there a little bit late because I don't get notifications on anything, and I get busy, and I'm an hour ahead of you guys, so it's like 9 o'clock. It's gonna go for 2 hours maybe,
I
but
got
that's
it.
all right. I'm not always doing something.
If you got anybody watching that hasn't seen our show before, we are live on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central on the Dollar Box. That is Adam's YouTube channel.
Right.
And we do an interactive live called YouTube Live, where Adam and I and our buddy Stu here, I don't know if you've seen Stu,
Stuart to go.
we go through the 3 N's: news, knowledge, and nonsense. And you may be saying, but wait, Charlie, knowledge doesn't start with an N. Stu's not a great speller. We don't want to hurt his feelings, though. All right. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon and get through a couple more boxes, and I will talk to you again soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break here. I got my dinner's here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna eat my dinner, and my wife said I got mail. I don't know what I got mail. It can only be bills.
Maybe it's cards coming in the mail.
I don't order cards anymore.
No?
Not through the mail. Nah.
You
I
got
enjoy
enough?
going out and putting hands on and rummaging through that guy's box at the flea market. I did that. I pulled 3 numbered cards out of there for under $1 each.
Yeah.
Numbered. Ricky Henderson, and they're all big names. 3 Hall of Famers, numbered. So numbered. The highest was like to 299, and one was like numbered to 50 or 75. So
yeah,
and they'll go in my store eventually. Hey, fellas, the baseball card curmudgeon just showed up.
Oh, yeah. He makes the rounds.
Well, we're getting ready to shut down, unfortunately. Sorry you didn't get the notification or anything sooner, but Charlie was gracious enough to accept my invitation and come on and help me extend this live stream for another hour or more. Blessing us with his knowledge of what he does with eBay. I know it may have gotten a little boring for some of you guys, but it is what it is. It's information that people can use if you're thinking about going to eBay, what you can look for, what you can expect to experience, both positive and negative, and how to handle it a little bit. We're not doctors or psychologists, but we just tell you how our experiences are right now. And so, but we want to thank everyone for stopping by, Squirrel Magnet Fishing Outdoors and so on. Donald Blumdahl, everybody, Joel Berry, Low Roller Scratcher, Clinton Ray, Adam's Cards Closet, Joel Berry, everybody that stopped by today. I appreciate it. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody, but I'm scrolling through all the chat, and it wasn't a whole bunch, but I appreciate it. And hey, Baseball Card Curmudgeon, I don't have a schedule for when I go live, but Adam and Charlie do, and he just put that information out there every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Central.
You got it.
Right? And the Dollar Box, right?
Yeah.
That's it, just the Dollar Box, not Dollar Box cards or anything like that.
Just the Dollar Box, yeah.
The Dollar Box is the website, the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock Central, they go live and they talk about sports cards and then we get into a question. They get into a question and answer, and they answer your questions. They spend about an hour doing that, and just helping people figure stuff out.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
It's always a good time. All right. Again, peace. We'll see you guys in the next one. And hey, have fun at the National. It's a little too far. I'm going to wait until it comes maybe to Atlantic City. I've been to one, so that's off my bucket list. I don't ever feel like I need to go again. It's too much.
It's
too
a
many
lot.
cars. It is a lot. And I'm like that shark in that school of fish. And I got so confused. And I'm like, no. Nope. But anyway, hey guys, peace. We'll see you all in the next one.
Take care.
All right, later. Bye. And guys, we're going to be out. Thanks again for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next one.